Good evening and welcome to week 2 of high school football coverage across Northwest Ohio here on B-Rock 100.9. Tonight it's the Green Meadows Conference set to do battle with the NWOAL as a pair of 1-0 teams will have at it here tonight. It's the home opener at Fairview as the 1-0 Apaches will welcome in the 1-0 Delta Panthers. Andy Brigle with you on this absolutely picture-perfect Friday night weather-wise in the area. This is the AG Irrigation pregame show. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. AG Irrigation and your pregame show tonight. We mentioned both teams check in at 1-0. They got here in different ways last week. It was Fairview having to rally against Wauseon for a 34-28 opening night win. A little bit more on that tale of the tape as we move forward here in the pregame show, while Delta destroyed Ayersville last week in week 1 by the final of 42-8. Both coaches in their 11th year in multiple stints at these schools. Doug Rakes, after a couple of year hiatus, has returned to helm the Fairview Apaches, and Mike Vickers is back for a third go-round at Delta in his 11th year overall there. Both teams were playoff teams from a season ago, and we'll dive in on that and much, much more here in just a moment. We are just getting started on a Friday night. So happy to be reacquainted with you here tonight from week 1 to week 2. As we roll on in the AG Irrigation pregame show, we'll step out and come back and talk about both these teams, what they had coming back, maybe what they lost, what happened in week number 1, and more as part of our Brian Ford Lincoln conversation about these teams. Coming up in just a moment.
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
Tired of those worn-out floors? Bryan Home Center has you covered. Head to the old Rite Aid building in Bryan and check out vinyl plank flooring starting at just $1.69 a square foot. The lowest price in the area. Need installation? They'll handle it. Want financing? They've got options for everyone, including 0% interest for qualified buyers. Quality floors, expert installation, and easy payments. What are you waiting for? Get to Bryan Home Center today and transform your space for less.
Crowd continuing to file in. We anticipate a really good Friday night week 2 crowd here for two really good teams. This is the AG Irrigation pregame show. Time to jump in and have conversations about both these teams, being presented to you by Brian Ford Lincoln. They have great savings right now happening, not just on new cars, but on used cars. In fact, a used car blowout with lots of great names available right now at Brian Ford Lincoln. Let's start with Fairview. A 1-0 start to the year this year, as we mentioned. They defeated Wauseon last week, 34-28. They were 9-3 last year, finishing 6-1 in the GMC. Good for a second-place finish behind the Tenora Rams. They knocked off Woodmore in the opening round of the playoffs last year, 41-9, and then lost to Ottawa Hills in week 2, round 2 of the playoffs, 45-20. That was their 11th appearance in the postseason. This is the third year back for Doug Rakes after he sat out in 2022 and 2023. Actually, this is his second year back, I beg your pardon. He has his basically all of his returning skill guys are back, led by triggerman quarterback Will Zedike, who is completing from last year. He completed 61% of his passes, just under 3,000 yards in 2024, 2,965 yards and 28 touchdowns. He also rushed for 418 yards as well. Logan Olinger, his top target back, 80 catches for 1,300 plus yards and 11 touchdowns. Gavin Mead caught 57 7 balls for 801 and 9 scores. And Brody Williams, 39 receptions for 589 and 7 touchdowns. Also, they get John Huffman, among the others, back into the fold this year. Gavin Garza is another young man, both in receiving and running. They did lose a ton up front, 4 starters, and the one that they got back as a starter already done for the season, unfortunately. That was Jackson Brady, a 6'3", 240-pound senior who injured his knee in practice going into the Wauseon game, did not play last week, and now is done for the season. One of the reasons they were so good last year, not just the explosive offense, but an improved defense last year. 36 points per game and 360-plus yards in 2023. That dropped to 20 a game and 296 yards from last year. They did lose their leading tackler in Brett Grine at linebacker, and in total of 5 starters came back. But the front 7 has a chance to still be the strength, according to Doug Rakes. They are looking for some depth in that secondary. Let's flip the script now to the Delta Panthers. They went 6-5 last year, 3-4 in the NWOAL. Last year's record was the best season since 2015, and they lost close ones. So they're having to learn this year how to close out close ball games. They lost twice last year by 1 possession in regulation and finished the year in Week 10 in the playoffs with overtime losses. They have a ton of young talent back. They did lose Landon Lindermoot, who was a first-team All-NWOAL running back, as well as second-team center Cash Chesia. 3 other running backs, however, from last year return. Get used to these names: Vincent Martinez, Marcus Nagel, and Gunnar Taylor. Emmerich Fries also back, controlling this wing T, power T offense that Mike Vickers runs. He said, though, firsthand, they need more efficiency in the passing game. They were efficient last week. They don't throw it a lot, only 4 passes a week ago, but still need to continue to get better and better and make that wing T and power T offense more effective. Another reason for a 5-loss season, according to Mike Vickers, they just didn't make enough plays in the trenches. Not that they're using it as an excuse, but they were very young in the trenches. Now he feels like they're bigger, stronger, and more mature. Now, can they combat the size and strength of like a Liberty Center or Patrick Henry? That is yet to be determined. But Mike Vickers does think that teams 3 through 8 in the NWOAL, he thinks PH and Liberty Center are head and shoulders above on paper, but 3 through 8 are now closer to those teams than they have been in the past, and they're closer within themselves as well. So that's a little bit about both teams and their seasons last year and what was coming back. We also have some numbers from last week's games to talk to you a little about. In that 42-8 blitzing, Emmerich Fries threw for 81 yards. He was 4 for 4. That's pretty efficient. 81 yards, 316 total yards, 235 of them on the ground, and they were good on third down, 5 out of 6. Gunnar Taylor, 17 carries, 73 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Martinez had 11 carries for 61 yards, and Dominic Salyers, 3 carries for 58 yards last week as well. Will Zedike had a really good opening night, 18 of 29 for 267 and 3 touchdowns. He also rushed for 64 yards and a couple of scores as well. Logan Olinger caught 6 passes for 66 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Mead, 4 receptions for 72 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Garza caught 5 balls for 57 yards and a touchdown last week in that win over Wauseon. 94 yards on the ground, 267 through the air, so 361 in total yardage. Wauseon did accumulate 179 on the ground, and so another test for this Fairview run defense tonight, because you're going to see a ton of that from the Delta Panthers. That is the bread and butter of Mike Vickers' style of football. By the way, Delta last year, their opponent's win percentage was .526, and they played 6 playoff qualifiers from a season ago. Your conversations about both teams brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln. Don't forget about the used car blowout happening now at Bryan Ford Lincoln. We'll take a quick break. More on the pregame when we come back.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044. Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back to the AG Irrigation pregame show. Let's meet the starting lineups. Fairview going to get their hands on the football first, so let's talk about their offensive starters here in this one. And by the way, your lineups are brought to you by Allied Molded Products, where innovation sparks opportunity since 1958. Will Zedike, the quarterback for this Fairview offense. Drayton Grinnell Dennis is in the backfield. The wideouts are Gavin Mead, Logan Olinger, Gavin Garza, and Brody Williams. Up front, the tackles are Adam Spangler at left tackle and Blake Villarreal at the right tackle. Carson Newman's your left guard, Luis Escalera the right guard, and Anthony Renolette the starting center. Defensively for the Delta Panthers and Mike Vicker, their five-man front, defensive ends Wyatt Flickinger and Gary Valentine. The defensive tackles are Archer Andrews and Malachi Ambrose, and Grant Kansky is the nose tackle. The three linebackers are Gunnar Taylor, Marcus Nagel, and Cade Lindermoot with the secondary, and there are three there, and they'll add, of course, I'm sure as this game goes on, because you're staring at 4 and sometimes 5 wide sets from this Fairview offense. Hayden Bolton, Alex York, and Vincent Martinez. Those are the starting lineups for this game, being presented to you by Allied Molded Products, where innovation sparks opportunity since 1958. Let's dial in now on some game changers for the night, brought to you by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. For Delta, what is big tonight? The first and foremost key for Mike Vickers, it's a contrast in styles. So the run game, the pass game, they all have to sync up tonight and be very efficient for Delta, because time of possession is one of the biggest stats in this game. But time of possession doesn't mean everything if you don't punch something in against Fairview tonight. So they need to finish drives. Also tonight, the run defense was good. The pass defense limited opportunities against an Ayersville team that just simply isn't the same animal as Fairview, not even in the same category. So that pass defense of Delta going to be challenged tonight. They need to stay away from explosive plays, rally to the football as a group a lot. Can they get any kind of pressure on quarterback Will Zedike? Can they slow him down in the running game? Because he is a true dual threat. How about Doug Rakes and company tonight for the Apaches? They got to get off the field. They got to make Delta have some 3 and outs and not sustain drives tonight. And offense can't go out there and have only, let's say, 5-6 possessions because Delta's churning up yardage. So the defense has to rise up. Offense can't beat themselves. Don't put it on the turf. Don't give Delta extra possessions tonight. Those are some of the keys for the Fairview Apaches. Discover the money-saving benefits of a new kind of checking account with the Bundler by F&M. You can save money on the things you're already paying for while still getting all the features you expect from a checking account. Think of it as your financial playbook. packed with exclusive benefits and savings right at your fingertips. Don't get sidelined. Score big today with a bundler at your local F&M or fm.bank. Member FDIC. Those are game changers from the Farmers and Merchants State Bank. That'll do it for the pregame show here tonight. 1-0 Fairview, 1-0 Delta. About ready to have at it. Your pregame show brought to you by AG Irrigation. Maximize yield, minimize waste, and then water when needed. Let's check the officials working the game tonight. Your referee is Mike Metcalf. The umpire is Isaiah Markle. The line judge is Archie Metcalf. The head linesman is Doug Wise. And the back judge is Derek DeLong. Doug Rakes in his 11th year as head coach at Fairview, 62-47 coaching at his alma mater. Mike Vickers in his 11th year at Delta has had other stops, of course, across Northwest Ohio, but always back at home and feeling at home here in Delta. Temperature here at game time, we've seen that sun kind of hide behind the cloud a little bit, but we mentioned a picture-perfect night temperature-wise. A wise person told me 68 is the most optimal temperature. We're very close to that at kickoff here tonight as we check in there. 66 degrees. We expect to be in the 60s for most of this football game, maybe touch 58, 59, depending on how long we go tonight. It's the home opener for the Fairview Apaches, so that crowd continuing to file in here tonight. We'll keep you updated on plenty of other games that are going on around the area here tonight, but this, if it isn't the marquee, it certainly is the 1B marquee tonight because of potentially what's at stake also down the road. You anticipate both these teams having success, and computer points will loom large for the winner of this game as the season rolls on. A little bit of a breeze here tonight, but nothing that is going to overwhelm the Fairview passing attack. And again, that offense will be on the field first. Fairview in their black uniforms, all black jerseys and pants with the yellow numbers, black and yellow helmets. Delta in the green pants with the white jersey and green numbers here tonight as well. So happy you could be with us. Pull up a chair, take a long car ride, do whatever you need to do tonight. Hang in here. We think we have a really good one here in week number 2. 3 of our Williams County teams, by the way, not playing tonight. And actually, you throw in a 4th because Stryker and 8-man played last night, knocking off North Adams, Michigan. Edgerton at Hilltop tomorrow night. Antwerp is at Eden tomorrow night. The reason there, if you missed it, there will be some Saturday and Thursday games involving TAC schools because the guy that was in charge of the TAC officials decided to do the extremely unprofessional thing and not finish scheduling games and literally leave the conference high and dry. So that means Friday games are out in some instances. That's why there's some Saturday games. It's a simple philosophy. You're hired to do a job. Do your job. In this instance, he didn't, so now we have a few Saturday and Thursday games. Teeing it up will be Alex York. He handles the kickoff duties and punting duties for the Delta Panthers. Fairview will receive it right to left. They have a trio of Apaches deep, and off we go in week number 2. And from the 2-yard line, this will be a return for Gavin Mead. Comes near side 15, steps out of an arm tackle, muscles his way up to about the 23-yard line, where he'll be wrestled down there in the special teams by Wyatt Flickinger. So it'll be 1st and 10 from 23 for this Fairview offense. Again, all the skills back. What happens up front, though, for this Fairview team? Remember, 4 starters lost, and then an injury to the 5th guy coming back. They also had a couple of other injuries last week as well, and able to gut through it, and now another week to prepare and get ready for Delta. Aggressive, tough, physical up front. 5 wide look, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Zedike to throw, slings it near side, curl route caught by Olinger, who tumbles down the sideline out near the 35, and will have 12 on the pass play to start this thing before he's ushered out of bounds by Vinny Martinez. So it'll be a first down pickup on the play. Again, going back to that 5 wide look set. 4 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. on this first down throw. It's deflected up in the air and falls incomplete. Getting a hand or two, actually both hands on it, was Flickinger here on the near side. When you play this offense, if you can't get home, you want to make sure that you get hands up and get deflections. 3 receivers come to the near side, 2 go right, so it's an empty backfield in this 5-wide look on a 1st and 10 for Fairview at their own 35-yard line. Creeping up and showing blitz is coming is Delda. Swing pass to the far side. It's going to be caught by Olinger. Got a block. 40, 45, 50. Foot race down the sideline. 30, 20, 10. See you later. Touchdown Fairview on the 3rd snap of the game. Meade takes it 65 yards, and Fairview on the board first. Got a great block on the outside. Or I'm sorry, Olinger. I said Meade. Olinger on the reception. And the Apaches, with a fantastic start to this one, go 65 yards. The extra point attempt is now coming for Fairview. Landrake Vandermeide. Snap, spot. Kick on the way by Vandermeide is good. Didn't take long. 36 seconds in. First blood drawn by Fairview. They lead it 7-0. We'll be right back.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say them, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
See Black Swamp Equipment in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiant.
Andy Brigle back with you here at Fairview. It's 7-0 Apaches. 3 plays and 67 yards. I'm sorry, beg your pardon. Yeah, 67 yards. 77 yards, I beg your pardon, and the touchdown. Olinger with both receptions from Zedike, with the touchdown coming from 65 yards out, and that's the quick strike that Fairview will give you. Now Vandermeide having it teed up, I beg your pardon. Delta, a pair of returners waiting on this kick return back at the 15-yard line. They'll be coming left to right as Vandermeide booms it away. It'll be received by Vinny Martinez near side. 20, 25, 30. Martinez looking for a crease, powers his way out to about the 37-yard line. A host of Apaches in the middle of it all, making the stop. Evan Grine among there, along with Dominic Woodcutter. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Delta. They'll spot it at their own 37-yard line, already in a 7-0 hole. Ball resting middle of the field, moving left to right. Freese did not miss a pass a week ago, but only threw 4. So a 4-for-4 start for Emmerich Freese as they go in that power T, double tight, 1 receiver set. Coming to the near side, 2 hands over the ball. It'll be a run for 3 yards out on the play from that left halfback, and that was Valentine getting the carry. Stop made by Brody Williams. So a pickup of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Again, T formation. Now they'll move a couple of guys to the wing, and it's just a single setback. Man goes in motion to the far side. Running off the left side with it is going to be Nagel, and Nagel not going to get much. Lots of helmets to the football that time for Fairview. Olinger was over there, so was Huffman. It's a minimal gain, we'll say 1 on that carry for Nagel. And now it'll be a 3rd and 6. For Delta, 6 is sometimes can feel like 12, 13 yards because they just are not as comfortable in the obvious passing downs. Double tight set, full house backfield. Now man comes in motion to the near side. It's Martinez. He'll be in a wing. Toss to the right side. Nagel on a cutback is going to lose yardage. Gang tackled on the play. Grinnell Dennis got first contact. Meade was also to the football. And Delta's first possession is going to be a 3 and out. Just not any room to run there. And it's a loss of 5 back to the 36, so it'll be a 4th and 11. Alex York handles all of the kicking duties for Delta. Set to kick it away. He's standing to receive this long snap at his 22-yard line. Almost 3 minutes in, 7-0, Fairview with the lead, about ready to get it back after the defense forced a 3-and-out. High snap. York has to go get it. Pressure off the edge. Meade almost got the block. It's a high hanger that will take a sideways bounce and roll dead near the 31-yard line. So it will be 33 yards on the punt and no return. And the Fairview offense heads back out there with good field position across the 30-yard line. Actually, it'll be right at the 30-yard line. First down and 10 for Fairview. Offense got them on the board with a quick strike, leading at 7-0. Second possession of the night coming up. Fairview breaks the huddle and will send trips to the right. One receiver comes left. One running back in the backfield with Zedike. He gets the snap, rolls to the right side, on the move. Zedike slings it. Penalty marker is down. This probably is going to be a hold on Fairview. The reception was made on the far side by Shady Fritsch for Fairview, but they're already in retreat mode here for the first penalty of the game. It is going to be a hold on that revamped offensive line for Fairview. Again, 4 starters lost to injury or to graduation, and then 1 lost to injury going into the Wauseon game. So it will take Fairview back to the 20, and now it will be a 1st and 20 for Fairview. Leading at 7-0 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard, immediately to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the right, twins to the left, so an empty backfield in this 5-wide look for Fairview on 1st and 10. 4 down linemen for Delta. Zedike gets the snap. Zedike, little pressure. Zedike steps up, now hit as he delivers. It's thrown, and it's going to be picked off. Intercepted by Jaden Lohman. And that's because pressure was in the grill of Zedike on 1st down and 20. And Lohman was there for the INT. And Delta will get fantastic field position plus territory at the Fairview 40. Woodmore, by the way, strikes first. They lead Montpelier 7-0 in a game up at Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier. Full house backfield, double tight set, 1st and 10. Freese climbs under center at the Fairview 40. Hand off to the fullback, and burrowing his way for 3 on the play will be Marcus Nagel. Nagel will be stopped in the middle there defensively by Fairview. Grinnell Dennis, 6'3", 195-pound senior, got there. It's a gain of 2 for Nagel, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. Hash mark to the far side. Delta moving left to right. 4 minutes into the game. Fairview 7-0. T formation, double tight set, no wide receivers. Handoff on a counter back to the left side. That is Gunnar Taylor into the secondary. And he will bull his way down to the 31 or 2-yard line. Digging in defensively for Fairview was Brody Williams and company. That will be a run of 6 on the play for Gunnar Taylor. And that'll leave it a 3rd and 2 for Delta at the 32-yard line of Fairview. Again, double tight, T formation, 7-0 Fairview. Delta with their 2nd possession of the game. Freese, counter handoff back to the right side. Hayden Bolton up near the line of up near the yardage to gain. Fell forward, but I don't think he got enough. It's a run of 1. Nope, they say it is a 1st down because the nose of the football is on the 30. Coming out, it looked like the spot was going to be a little bit short, but when they unraveled, the nose of the football touching the 30, so that is good enough for a Delta 1st down. 1st and 10 Panthers at the Fairview 30-yard line. 7-0 Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. T formation, double tight formation. Freese under center on this 1st and 10 at the 30. Coming in motion to the near side is Bolton. Freese with a quick toss to Nagel. Nagel is going to submarine his way down to about the 27-yard line. Tripped up there defensively, Adam Spangler. Nagel getting 3, and it will be a 2nd down and 7 coming up. Understand some technical issues are happening with our Q game tonight between Bryan at Bowling Green. So did want to pass that along. Double tight formations, full house backfield, 2nd down and 7 at the 27-yard line. Freese milking the play clock just a bit. Freese with a handoff left side. Nagel, the fullback into daylight. 20, stiff arm, 15, 10. Foot race to the end zone. Touchdown, Nagel and Delta. 27 yards for Marcus Nagel and the TD. And now Delta an extra point away from tying this and capitalizing on the INT. Great job by that physical offensive line, opening up a hole off the left side. York is on for the extra point. Freese will hold. Snap is a good one. Spot is down, and punching it through is York, and it's good. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Delta 7, Fairview 7. This is week 2 of high school football on V-Rock Sports.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Marcus Nagel caps off a 40-yard drive in 5 plays, taking it the final 27 yards. And we are tied at 7 here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard, Delta and Fairview. Week 3 will take us to Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier. Our first look at the Locos next week. Montpelier will host Edgerton. Coverage at about 6:40 again with the pregame 7 o'clock kickoff from Montpelier. Right now, though, we have a good one here, tied at 7 apiece. Delta and Fairview, both teams with really big expectations for 2025. York kicks it here to the near side. It'll be caught at about the 8-yard line. Very returnable. Big block on the near side and a big hole now off that left side. Gavin Garza with terrific running room before he's brought down out across the 35 and near the 40-yard line. Fairview will get great field position. Coming up to get a piece of that stop special teams wise was Jaden Lohman. It'll be 1st and 10 Fairview at their own 39-yard line. See how Fairview responds to the turnover from last possession. They go empty here, trips to the left, trips to the right, twins to the left. Waiting to have the ball put in play here by referee Mike Metcalf. 5 rushers, or at least showing rush for Delta. Zedike throws far side, an out route that is going to be caught. Ball up there. It was Brody Williams on the reception. He'll get about 3 on the play. It will be 2nd down and 7. Momentum took him out of bounds. 3 receivers right now. 1 comes in motion to the left side. That's Garza in motion. They fake the bubble screen. Now a little stop route, and it's caught by Gavin Mead. Mead to midfield. Mead going to be slammed down at the 48-yard line, sliding over, skating over there. The ball is Flickinger and Bolton, but it is a 1st down to the 49-yard line. So a pickup of 9 on the play as Mead will get into the act. And quickly on the ball at the 49 of Delta in a 7-7 game. Man in motion far side, 5 wide. They hit the man in motion over there. It's caught, and it's Olinger with his 3rd catch. He will hustle forward to the 46-yard line and pick up 3 on the play. Stop is made for Delta by Gunnar Taylor. 4 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right on a 2nd down and 7 coming up now from the 46-yard line of Delta. 7-7 game, 4:50 and counting to play first quarter. Zedike with 4 receivers left, 1 to the right. They look to the right. Pass is going to be through the hands on the far side of Brody Williams and go incomplete. Coverage over there for Delta from Jaden Lohman. So as that stops the clock at 4:43 to go, 7-7 tie. In the backfield now is Grinnell Dennis for Fairview. 2-by-2 look at the receiver position. Under pressure is Zedike, steps away, throws down the run. It's tipped and falls incomplete. Could have been picked off by Gunnar Taylor, who was flowing with. He was spying Zedike that time. And now it'll be a 4th down and 7 from the 46-yard line, and the punt team will come on Although this is prime territory for a potential fake here. We're guessing that Doug Rakes will be playing field position. Defiance and Ottawa Glandorf, 7-7 game, 3.5 to go in the first quarter there. Evan Grine is deep for Delta on this 4th and 7, and it will be punted away by Jonathan Huffman. It'll bounce inside the 25, take a Fairview roll to the 18-yard line. So 28 yards on the punt and no return. Delta will have a first down and 10. Still no passes in this game thrown by Delta. And Emmerich Fries, a sophomore. He played last year as a freshman for this Delta team. Again, both teams playoff teams last year. Delta lost in their opening round while Fairview won their opening game and then fell in week number 2 to Ottawa Hills. 1st and 10 Panthers at their own 18-yard line. Again, in that wing T, power T, double tight set. It's a straight T right now. Fries under center. And it's a give to the fullback, and Nagel dragging tacklers. Good hiding of the football that time. 12 yards for Nagel. Great genes for Nagel. Been some Nagels that have come through the Delta system over the years on playoff teams, and fabulous. And Marcus is on that point right now as well as a sophomore. It's across the 30 near the 31-yard line, a 1st and 10. 7-7 game on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. T formation, double tight formation. 1st down and 10 at the 31. It's a give on a counter, and it's Vinny Martinez who stretches across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Submarine down on the play. Weston Yoder made the tackle. So Martinez, this is like a 3-4 horse backfield for Delta. Time of possession, time of possession, time of possession. And then finishing drives as well has to be key for Delta tonight. Again, the straight T look on 2nd and short. Nagel running left. Nagel stutter step move in the hole. Will have enough for the first down. He's going to be tackled on the play, tripped up by Meade, but not before he's able to get that yardage necessary for the first down to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, Delta. This next snap going to happen under 3 to go in this first quarter of play. In a 7-all tie. T formation, double tight, play clock at single digits now. Fries milking it down. Fries, the quarterback, gives to Nagel again, running left side, bulling his way out near the 47-yard line. 5 more for Nagel on the run. And now Delta starting to win up front a little bit more regularly here as they settle in. Adam Spangler, the tackle. Huffman also there. 2nd and 5 from the 47-yard line, their own 47. Happy to have you here with us on a Friday night. Delta and Fairview tied at 7 on the Andres O'Neill and Low scoreboard. Delta possession, moving left to right, a 2nd and 5 at the 47. And a juggle by Fries, and now he's going to try to make something out of nothing. He turns the corner, and it's still running. 40, 30, they won't catch him. Busted play, 53 yards on the touchdown. Talk about a job of not panicking. Emmerich Fries, the sophomore, juggled the snap and then was just looking. He ended up about 5-6 yards deep inside the 45, and then once he got around the edge and turned the corner and found daylight, he was gone. And Delta has their first lead of the night. And now York on for the extra point. Fries has to catch his breath as he gets the snap down, and the extra point is good. First lead of the night for Delta. 14-7 Panthers. Week 2 of high school football rolls on when we come back.
Good luck tonight to all the area athletes. Hard quality work means a lot to an athlete and to everyone at Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer. Peltz is in the business of working hard for you. Whether you need something as simple as a 2x4 or all the materials for your new home or pole barn, Peltz Lumber has what you need and will deliver it to you in a timely fashion. Hard work and quality materials is what you'll find at Peltz, and hard work on the field and in practices are what makes these area teams great. Good luck tonight from Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer, building for a new generation.
14-7 Delta leading Fairview here in this one on B-Rock Sports. Montpelier on the board, but the extra point was no good. 7-6 Woodmore with the lead there. And it's Swanton on top of Hicksville, 6-0. Coverage tonight being brought to you in part by Fritsch Excavating. They do an assortment of things: excavating work, concrete, breaking and hauling, debris removal, demolition, dirt removal, driveway removal, lot clearing, foundations, and more. It's Fritsch Excavating, proud to be a part of Fairview football here on B-Rock Sports. Bellevue, 14-0 lead on Wauseon. The Indians with a great week last week when they pushed Fairview to the limit. York with the kick, and after a fast start by Fairview, Delta scored 14 unanswered. Meade on the return from the 10 to the 20, sideline left 25, now powers his way into the waiting arms of Jaden Lohman and knocked him out of bounds there. Bryan gets a field goal. They lead Bowling Green 3-0. That game we think can now be heard on Q96.5. If not, we're passing along the score. Fairview a 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Fairview and Delta come into this game at 1-0. Fairview beating Wauseon 34-28. Delta hammering Ayersville last week 42-8. Breaking the huddle with a 2x2 look at wide receiver, receivers right and left, and one running back. Now we're bringing a different football in here to place. Fairview will start this drive at their own 34-yard line. After one, Tenora and Otsego tied at 7. All right, we're ready to go here. Final 2 minutes of this opening quarter. Zedike gets the snap. 4-man rush. Zedike steps, hit as he throws downfield, and it is incomplete. Pressure up the middle coming again into the grill of Will Zedike. Forced him to kind of leave it short. It was Malachi Ambrose. And then on the back end, there was coverage from Alex York. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Zedike has missed on his last 3 passes. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Little curl route going to be caught by Olinger at the 40, spun down at the 41-yard line. He'll have 7 on the play. 6-0. Spencerville leads Wayne Trace. And that's after 1. We're nearing the end of the first period here. It's a 3rd down and 3 for Fairview from their own 41-yard line. That last tackle, by the way, made by Jacob Russell for Delta. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Zedike wants to throw. Pump fake. There's the go route. Got a man open. Caught at the 30. Foot race. 20, 10, 5. A dive. Did he get in? Touchdown. Going airborne. Jonathan Huffman. And on 3rd and 7, the big hitter for 59 yards. And Fairview an extra point away from tying it. Huffman with the grab and run, and again, this was going to be a big point tonight. Mike Vickers saying no way his secondary was tested last week, knew that they were going to be, and then some this week. As Zedike has his 2nd touchdown pass of the game. Both of them are from long distance, and the extra point is tacked on to make it a 14-14 game. That didn't take long. 3 plays and 66 yards to cash in and bring us to a 14-all tie with 1:08 remaining here in this opening quarter of play. We're going to keep it right here. You've heard some of the games that were by giving scores around the area tonight, but just to make it official, Bryan's at Bowling Green, Paulding's playing North Central, Woodmore at Montpelier, Hicksville's at Swanton, Tenora at Otsego, Ayersville at Patrick Henry. St. Henry's at Archbold tonight, Wauseon at Bellevue, Eastwood at Liberty Center, Ottawa Hills is at Evergreen, and Wayne Trace is battling Spencerville. Defiance is at OG tonight in the WBL, and Maumee and Napoleon are playing this evening. That game out of the NLL. Tomorrow night, Maumee leads that game 7-0 over Napoleon at the end of 1. Tomorrow night, it's Edgerton at Hilltop and Antwerp at Eden. Here, 14-14. Momentum swings galore in the first 12 minutes of football here of this one. With 1:08 still to go in it. Delta going to get it back. Zedike to Olinger, 65 yards. Zedike to Huffman, 59 yards on these TD passes. And now the kick to Delta will be caught at the 16-yard line. It's a return for York, and he's got running room across the 35, across the 40. Spun down at the 44-yard line. Evan Grine made the tackle. So, 1st down and 10 for the Delta Panthers. That return got them all the way out to the 44-yard line. Patrick Henry, 7-0 lead over Ayersville at the end of one. So, T formation for Delta. Freese under center, just had a TD run of 53 yards. Play action fake. Freese wants to throw. Got a man down the middle, wide open, and it is caught. Cade Linnermoot, a tight end, makes the reception. And that's what this offense can do to you. It will lull you to sleep, and then Freese will go over the top. He has a gain of 32 on that pass play. And it'll be 1st and 10 Delta at the Fairview 26 and on the move already here. Final 40 seconds of this first quarter. T formation, Nagel gets the call. Nagel up the middle, little stutter step move, and then a cataclysmic hit in the hole by a pair of Apaches. Among them, Spangler and Mendez on the stop. Or Spangler and, Mendez on the stop. Another run for Nagel, that one getting him 5 again. His last 3 carries have been for 5 yards each. And that's going to do it for the opening quarter, as Freese will just head on over to the sideline. Deadlocked after the first 12 minutes of football between Fairview and Delta, 14 apiece. This is Week 2 coverage on B-Rock Sports.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends and a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fry starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Welcome back here to the reservation. Fairview and Delta, GMC, NWOAL. Good early season barometer for both these teams. 1-0 coming in. Freese and the Delta offense out on the field. Will have a 2nd and medium at the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 3 for the first down. Whistles stop before the snap. Bolton, Nagel, Taylor are making up the T formation. Did we spot it wrong? It's at the 19, so the spot was 21. Okay, so Delta was trying to snap quickly. They maybe knew that they had gained a couple of free yards. Now it will be a 2nd down and 5 at the 21. Delta moving right to left formation on this 2nd down and 5. Freese turns, gives Nagel the fullback. Hit in the hole, and he is stuck. Filling that hole nicely for Fairview, Grinnell Dennis. And no gain. Now they did give him a yard on the carry for Nagel. Now it will be a 3rd down and 4. You have to figure that Delta has 2 downs to collect these 4 yards here. 3rd and 4 from their 20, or from the Fairview 20. We are just underway, second quarter, 14-14 tie. Full house backfield, double tight set, 3rd down and 4. Freese under center. Freese turns, gives, left side. Little stutter step move in the hole. Taylor is going to have the first down before Jonathan Huffman rides him down at the 11, but 10 for Taylor. And a first down to the 11-yard line. So still can get a first down. It'll be 1st down and 10 at the 11-yard line of Fairview. 14 apiece on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Delta trying to reclaim the lead. Again, across from right to left, it's Taylor, Nagel, and Bolton. Double tight formation, so that's your two tight ends. Counter handoff will be given. Bolton off the right side, stepping through tackles, and now muscles his way toward the goal line, stretches, he's in. Bolton from 11 yards with a great effort individually. He had a hole, wasn't touched initially, but then those last 4 or 5 yards, dragging a tackler or two in, and Fairview will fall behind again. Delta is able to retake the lead. Good looking, typical Delta drive there. Threw a little play action into the mix. It's covering 56 yards. It's low on the snap, but we had movement as the snap was happening, and Fairview jumped into the neutral zone. So now, does Mike Vickers think about going for two? I think that's what's going to happen here. He's sending that offense back out there because he just got a half the distance penalty. Woodmore 14, Montpelier 6. That's the end of one in Montpelier. So since they're able to get half the distance, the offense comes back out there. And a good call here because they've been moving humanity up front. Delta has, winning the line of scrimmage. So now a try for two, and now Mike Vickers sees a little chaos and confusion and will take a timeout. 20-14. Just underway in the second quarter. Delta goes for two when we come back.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Stark's at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Liberty Center, a 14-7 lead on Eastwood in the first half there. 10:48 left in our first half. It's 20-14 Delta. Delta just scored. Fairview jumped off sides on the PAT try, and now Delta has their offense out there to go for two. They have been T formation all game long. This is their bread and butter. Running left side and not touched at all. Waltzing in for the two-pointer was Marcus Nagel. So the penalty does hurt, as the two-point conversion is good, and it is 22-14 now, the score here in this one. We'll stay here since we just took a commercial break a couple of minutes ago. It reminds us to remind you that coverage tonight is being brought to you here this evening in part by Fritsch Excavating. For all of those excavating needs, small and large, plus debris removal, demolition, dirt removal, driveway removal, lot cleaning, foundations, and more. Also, concrete breaking and hauling. Get in touch with Fritsch Excavating, proud backers of the Fairview Apaches. Fairview down a score, 22-14, Delta with the lead. Here on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Gavin Mead will be the deep man for Fairview. Both these teams enter play tonight at 1-0. Landrick Vandermeid to kick it away. 6'5", 220-pound kicker. He's not just a kicker, though, folks. He's also a linebacker on this team. Check that. That's Fairview kicker. I beg your pardon. Alex York, the kicker for Delta. But in talking about Vandermeid, big kid for Fairview that handles those duties. It'll be a far side. I believe this is Garza on the return, out to the 30, still running. And he's out across the 35 to the 36 or 7 yard line. Lindermoot with the special teams tackle. Fairview going to get a good start to this drive at their, 37 or 8 yard line? 38 yard line to make it official. Three receivers will come to the right, two go to the left. So an empty backfield. We have not seen a design run yet for William Zedike. out of that quarterback spot. He's back to throw here. 4-man rush, and they're about ready to get home, and that ball is underthrown. Zedike was feeling the heat. Huffman was the intended guy, but it was Malachi Ambrose who was coming to get him. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Bowling Green has taken a 7-3 lead on Bryan. That's in the second quarter of play, which is where we're at. 5 wide look here. One of them comes in motion to the near side. It'll be a bubble screen that'll be caught by Olinger and a shoestring tackle. What a fantastic open field stop made by Vinny Martinez. Olinger will be downed back at the 36, so he'll lose 2 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and a dozen for Fairview back at their 36-yard line. 4 down linemen for Delta. 3 receivers, make it 4 receivers, bunch left, 1 receiver to the right. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right, and there is a running back. Back to throw is Zedike. Feels the heat, spins away from traffic. Penalty is down. Zedike on his feet, slings it downfield. It's a 1st down to midfield as it stands to Gavin Garza. Would be a gain of 14, but it's coming back. It's a hold on Fairview. 2nd holding penalty on the night. That was thrown pretty quickly, so you kind of felt like that was going to be dead, but it doesn't erase the footwork and individual effort of Zedike to be an escape artist there to get away from trouble. Bellevue bombing Wauseon 28-0, still in the second quarter of play. This penalty will take Fairview back to their 21-yard line. The line to gain is the 48. So this is a 3rd and 27 for Fairview. Back at their 21-yard line. They spread the field. 3 receivers to the short side to the right, 2 receivers left. Only 3 rushers coming for Delta. They're just going to let everything try to stay in front. It's down the field for Garza, and it's overthrown. Bolton had coverage. And now Delta in the exchange here because of the, not just the stop, but the penalty is part of the stop. Stands to get great field position. Vincent Martinez, 5'8", junior, waiting near midfield. On the Huffman punt. Delta has quieted Fairview's opening home game crowd for the time being here. A couple of big plays for Fairview. Delta has their share of big plays in this game too, but a little more sustained drive. Wobbly punt, Martinez. It's a good one because it had good hang time. He's has it at 45, 50. Sidesteps on, 45. Still on his feet, dragged down from behind. Good job on the spacing by Carson Newman, but solid return for Martinez to get it to the 41-yard line. Delta will take over there. 1st down and 10 from the Fairview 41. So a short field to work with. Up 22-14, 9.5 to go first half here on B-Rock 100.9. Happy to have you here with us on this Friday night of week number 2. Skies got cloudy as we got to kickoff. Now sun setting here. Temperature in the low to mid 60s. T formation, double tight set, under center Freese. Play action fake Freese. Freese wants to throw another one down the middle, and it is caught. Hung on to by Gary Valentine. That play action, it's because the running game has been so effective. It's a gain of 29. Freese is 2 for 2 for 61 yards. He's 6 for 6 passing on the season. And now it's 1st and 10, Delta at the Fairview 12. T formation, double tight. Hand off to the right, Martinez. And bottled up nicely that time by Fairview. Gang tackled near the line of scrimmage. A gain of 1 on the play for Martinez. Patrick Henry now starting to open things up. 21-0 lead over Ayersville. Tough couple of weeks for Ayersville to start the year when they go Delda and Patrick Henry. 2nd and 9 for Delda at the Fairview 11. 22-14 Panthers on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. Under 8.5 to go in the first half. Double tight end set. Full house backfield. High snap, inside give, stood up as Nagel. Delta got away with a little movement pre-snap. Nagel got a yard. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 10-yard line. Good job by Weed to make the stop that time. That's Isaiah Weed. He is a 6-foot, 230-pound defensive lineman. T formation, double tight end set. 3rd and 8 for Delta at the 10-yard line of Fairview. Handoff right side, and creating his own running space is Hayden Bolton. He'll get 4 to the 6-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down, and Delta going to send out the field goal unit. They have good confidence in Alex York. And Spangler with a tackle, and we have an injured Fairview player down. We'll step out for the injury timeout. 22-14 Delta. We'll be right back.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
Still tending to the injured Apache. It is a 4th down and short coming out of this timeout here, this injury timeout. It looked as if Delta was sending the field goal unit out onto the field. We'll see if they, in fact, do that here. It is Alex York out to kick the field goal. It's going to be spotted at the 13 on the far side hash mark. So this will be a 23-yard field goal. Emmerich Fries will be the holder. This to make it a 2-score game. Snap is a good one. Spot is a good one. Kick is on the way, and it is good. York with a 23-yard field goal, and that'll add to the lead. New score, Delta 25, Fairview 14. This is week 2 of high school football on B-Rock Sport.
Tired of those worn-out floors? Bryan Home Center has you covered. Head to the old Rite Aid building in Bryan and check out vinyl plank flooring starting at just $1.69 a square foot. The lowest price in the area. Need installation? They'll handle it. Want financing? They've got options for everyone, including 0% interest for qualified buyers. Quality floors, expert installation, and easy payments. What are you waiting for? Get to Bryan Home Center today and transform your space for
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
7:09 left in the first half here in the land of the Apaches. It is Delta 25 and Fairview 14 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. The run-up and the kick is going to be fielded near side at the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Huffman looking for daylight, 25-30. Sideline near side, stiff arms his way across the 35-yard line. And Fairview will get great field position to begin this drive, but now trailing by 2 scores. It'll be 1st and 10 Apaches at their own 36-yard line. Delta winning up front. 5 wide look here for Fairview. Trips to the left, twins to the right. 4 down linemen, actually 3 down linemen and an edge rusher coming for Zedike. Throw is on a curl route and going to be caught by Huffman, who then is able to now spin and now power his way all the way out near midfield. Great individual effort by Huffman to get 13 yards on the pass play. Had a hook route for about 6 and then collected an extra 7 by just muscling his way forward. 1st and 10 Fairview at their own 49. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 running back in the backfield. Rolling far side is Zedike. Throws on the move. A little stop route. Pass is caught. Bolton with the immediate tackle, but it's a gain by Meade down near the sticks. It's going to be, looks like, or is it 10? Now I think it's going to be 10 now because of the where they're walking. That should be enough for a first down. No. 9 3/4 on the pass play. 2nd and inches, just shy of the 41-yard line. Zedike slings it far side. Now it's a first down. Olinger the grab as he falls forward to the 34-yard line. He'll have 7 more as a touchdown grab tonight. Fairview trying to get back into some rhythm here halfway through this second quarter, trailing 25-14. 5 wide look, 3 receivers right, 2 left. Zedike, a quarterback draw, 35-30. Zedike to the outside, 25, and is going to be knocked out of bounds across the sticks. That's the first design run for Will Zedike tonight. He'll have 11 and a first down. He was stuck over there on the far side by Vincent Martinez. And it'll be a first down pickup. 64 rushing yards a week ago for Zedike. Got 12 there. 1st and 10, Fairview at the 23-yard line of Delta. Quickly getting into scoring position. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. One of those 3 receivers comes in motion near side. It's Olinger. They look and fake the bubble screen. They wanted a go route, not there, but Olinger's still there. Catches it at the 25. He's at the 20. Jitterbugs his way down to the 18-yard line. Gunnar Taylor brings him down after a gain of about 6 on the play. The beauty of that route is that Olinger stays there. If the stop and go is taken away, you still got Olinger underneath. It'll be 2nd down and medium here. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Fairview may have gotten a jump start there. They wanted another go route on the far side. Now Zedike is just going to throw it away. Was running out of room, was running out of time, and just threw it out of bounds. Closest Apache was Fritsch here on the near sideline. So now it'll be 3rd and 5 for Fairview. 3rd down and 5 from the 18-yard line of Delta. Spencerville at the half leads Wayne Trace 13-7. We have 4:49 to go till half. It's 25-14 Panthers over Fairview. Trips to the left, 1 receiver right. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. On this 3rd and 5, Zedike guns it near side. Fritsch with the catch, and he steps out of bounds at the 9-yard line. So he'll have 9 on the pass play, and it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Fairview at the 9. Hustling to the line of scrimmage here. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Grinnell Dennis gets the carry, running left. Grinnell Dennis powers his way toward the end zone. He's just short. He'll have 8 on the run on his first carry. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 1. Brian and BG. We had BG up last we had, Ben. I don't know which score's right, but you had it 7-3 at one time. Now you got 3-0. So send me when you get the score confirmed. Woodmore leads 20-6 over Montpelier, nearing the midway point there. Grinnell Dennis remains in the backfield. On a 2nd and goal at the 1. This is a direct snap to Olinger. Olinger easily into the end zone for the touchdown. Went to the Wildcat formation. And Olinger gets a 1-yard TD plunge, and it's back to a 1-score game at 25-20. Now, will Fairview think about going for 2 here to get it down to a field goal game? And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. That was an 8-play, 64-yard drive for Fairview, and a needed one. As they do go for 2 here. Zedike will bunch 4 receivers left side. And now they'll shift 2 to the right and have 2 halfbacks and have 1 receiver to the left. This is Zedike who wants to throw. Back of the end zone. Grinnell Dennis goes up. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Delta thought he was juggling it, but the umpire says no. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're back to a field goal game. Points, fireworks, explosive plays, and more. 25-22 Delta. 3:54 left to the half on B-Rock Sports.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
Andy Brigle back with you. Week 2 of high school football. A good one, we thought, coming in, and it has lived up to its billing. Delta has led by as many as 11. Fairview had an early 7-0 lead, and now we're at a 1-score game at 25-22 Delta with 3:54 still to play in the first half of football. Delta ready to receive this Landrick Vandermeide kickoff. Both teams, check that, Delta with 2 timeouts left, Fairview with 3. And now they're going to go onside. It's a ball that is not going to get the high hop they wanted. So Doug Rakes was trying to steal a possession there with the onside kick. Delta was ready for it. Covered by Jaden Lohman, senior, one of the up men on the far side. And when you don't get the onside, you give up field position, and Delta will get it at their own 46-yard line with a 1st down and 10. 6 quarters of football, 6 passes thrown by Delta this season, and Emmerich Fries has completed all 6, including 2 tonight. But it's been the running game and the line of scrimmage. Can Fairview now turn things around here and start winning again up front? Full house backfield, double tight set. Hand off to the right, Martinez. Nope, it's the fullback, Nagel, I beg your pardon. He's still pulling the pile down to the 44-yard line. He'll have 10 on the run. Great job. Fries does such a good job of being deceptive with the football. Sleight of hand, carrying out fakes, making Fairview locate the football. So an even 10 on that run. That tackle was made by Chase Phillips. 1st and 10 from the 44 of Fairview. Hand off, and I think they got a little movement. Yep, it'll be a false start on Delta. Some Fairview fans have thought that Delta's gotten away with that a time or two before. That's the first penalty of the night on Delta. So now it'll be a 1st and 15 back at the 49 of Fairview. Don't forget, week 3 of high school football will be at Hobie Krause Field in Montpelier for the first time next week. Montpelier will host Edgerton, 7 o'clock kick on B-Rock Sports. 1st and 15 Delta, 3.5 to go in the first half, 25-22 Delta. Straight T formation, running left Nagel. Nagel in the hole, just found a sliver of daylight, and now a flag comes in on the tackle. That usually would indicate maybe a face mask on the tackle. Delta's reacting as if this is going to be on Fairview, and exactly that. So it was a run of 7 for Nagel, and then at the end, there's your face mask. And that's going to give Delta a first down. You're listening to high school football coverage between Fairview and Delta on VROC 100.9 Bryan. Actually, not going to be a first down. It was not a personal foul face mask. It'll add, I beg your pardon, it will be a first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Yep, after the step off, that got him the yardage. So 1st and 10 Delta at the 37-yard line of Fairview. Hand off the right side. This is Hayden Bolton. Bolton able to sustain his balance and work his way down to the 34-yard line. 3 on the carry for Bolton. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for Delta there. If you're just joining us, 25-22, Delta with the lead on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. We just dipped under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Delta on the move at the 34 of Fairview. Fairview a failed attempt at an onside kick. T formation, double tight set. Handoff left side, Nagel. Nagel submarines his way down near the 25 as he's going to be twisted down by Gavin Garza. But it's a run of 8 more for Nagel, who has been the workhorse tonight and has been a load for this Delta offense. 1st and 10 at the 26 of the Apaches. Fairview does have their full complement of timeouts if they want to start using them here as we go late in this first half. Delta will get the football to start the second half. Double tight ends. T formation, 1st and 10 Panthers at the Fairview 26. Play clock bled down to 3. Nagel again off the right side, and he's going to be stopped up in the hole. Not much running room. Good job by Fairview that time. Spangler and company got to the football defensively first. So no gain for Nagel, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. From the 26-yard line, Delta moving right to left, ball middle of the field. 1:50 and counting to go in the first half. 25-22 Delta on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. T formation, double tight set, Freese under center, 5 down linemen, and it will be a quarterback sweep play. Flag is down. That's a run of about 7 or 8 for Freese, but let's check the penalty. It's going to be a hold on Delta, so it will bring them back. Got an update on that Bryan Bowling Green game that is happening. BG 14-11 with the lead over Bryan. So this penalty on Delta takes them way off schedule now. Again, they're 6 for 6 passing this year, but on obvious passing downs, they are not a huge threat. So this holding penalty has them way, way back and behind the sticks back at the 36-yard line. It's a 2nd and 20 coming up for Delta. Leading at 25-22 with 90 seconds to play in the first half. T formation, double tight, no wide receivers out. It's a fake counter, bootleg, and Freese design run. 35, and he will be slammed forward to the 31. So Freese gets 5 on the carry. Fairview not using a timeout. They have 3 of them. Maybe a little bit of a surprise here that they're not using a timeout to potentially get the ball back. It's an explosive offense. So now Delta on 3rd down and 14 will probably use this play clock and have this snap happen under a minute to go. So 3rd and 14 for Delta at the Fairview 30. Play clock at 7, at 6. Freese is in a shotgun with a 5-wide look. Freese gets the snap. Freese with time, fires. It's intercepted! And now some running room on the far side, picked off by Logan Olinger. And that's what happens when you do not throw the football on a regular basis and you get off schedule and out of the formation that you are most comfortable with. So Olinger, the INT, the return gets Fairview up near midfield at their own 43-yard line. So now they do have all 3 timeouts and 45 seconds to work with. Trailing 25-22. Fairview with a 5-wide look. 3 receivers right, 2 to left. Zedike to throw. Zedike, far side. It is scooped up and caught by Olinger, and he will have 11 on the pass play. Stepped out of bounds then to save time. 1st and 10 now at the Delta 46-yard line. Zedike again. Curl route. Olinger looking for a block, is pushed out of bounds on the far sideline by Jacob Russell. But Olinger is going to be short of the first down. He got 9. So it'll be 2nd and 1. He did get out of bounds with 35 seconds left in the half. 25-22 Fairview. 2nd down and 1 at the 36. Zedike now to run. Zedike, 35, slides down at the 34. Will have a first down. Doug Rakes wants a timeout now. And did he get it? 29 seconds left. And now Fairview will take the timeout. 29 will stay here. 29 seconds left in the first half. Delta 25, Fairview 22. It will be a 1st and 10 for Fairview at the 33-yard line of Delta. Hash mark to the near sideline. On the spot. I want to thank Scott Hyland, who is the new athletic director here at Fairview, for being a terrific host, taking care of us. This is a night with some high media interest in this game. So, Scott, great job in welcoming us into the fold here this evening. Always enjoy our trip to Fairview. We have them at least 1, potentially 2 or 3 more times this year, depending on how things shake out schedule-wise. All right, Fairview now with 2 timeouts left. Delta has 2 timeouts left. Fairview a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line of Delta. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers to the right, so an empty backfield for Will Zedike. Low snap, but he has it. Zedike with time. Down the middle for Olinger and deflected. Oh, that is a terrible penalty called on Delta. They're going to get Vincent Martinez, who, unless it was the offhand or the hand on the hip, he was in perfect position to deny that away up top. But they're going to say that it was a PI, and that will get Fairview even closer. This will step off and come down to the 22-yard line. 20-yard line, I beg your pardon. So Fairview now with 23 seconds left in the first half of play. Trailing by a field goal, 25-22. Trips to the right. Deuces to the left. Empty backfield for Zedike on 1st and 10 at the 20. Zedike over the middle, back of the end zone, overthrew it. Wanted Garza. And that may have been a throwaway. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Everybody collects their breath. 18 seconds left in the first half. 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line of Delta. Panthers clinging to a 25-22 lead here on our Andrews O'Neill scoreboard. Zedike will flip 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right side. Zedike in the shotgun, gets the snap. Here comes some pressure. Zedike tripped up. He's hit as he was starting to get away from Malachi Ambrose, and Doug Rakes is going to have to spend a timeout with 12.9 remaining. Halftime score, Bryan has taken the lead on BG. Bryan will play Fairview next week. Bryan leads 18-14 over Bowling Green at the intermission there. We're nearing halftime. It's 25-22 Delta. Fairview will have a 3rd and 12 at the Delta 22-yard line. Apaches with 1 timeout now remaining. Delta has 2. A drive that started for Fairview back at their own 43-yard line. And it was after an INT thrown by Emmerich Fries for the Panthers. So now with 12.9, you have to assume probably your ceiling, more than likely, is 2 plays. Maybe a third. I mean, if you get a clear here and you're short and either get out of bounds or take that time out to preserve time, but then you're looking at 4th down if you don't get a first down here. But so you're probably thinking 2 plays to try to score, maybe get closer to try a field goal. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Garza goes in motion out of a halfback. It's going to be a halfback toss, and it's going to be stripped away. That's a fumble. It's scooped up by Taylor. Taylor going to be tracked down at the 43-yard line. So they tried a little misdirection there, and Delda was all over it. And they got him before the hand was moving forward. That was a clear fumble. And then a return for Gunnar Taylor, the sophomore, to the 43 of Delta. However, we're down now to just 2.8 seconds left in the first half. Way too, York's a good kicker, but he's not kicking from 60. So now I don't think Fries can get it to the end zone. You don't have time to throw a quick out, I don't think, to get closer to throw. I think you do what you can here. Maybe there's a hook and ladder in Mike Vickers' playbook here. Barring a defensive penalty, this will be the final snap of the first half. Again, Delta going to have the football to start the second half.
For halftime, the Delta Panther band is ready to take the field, and the Fairview marching band will be performing.
What a wild ending. INT thrown by Delta. Fairview looked like they were going to be in a position to score and then try to reverse, and it was going to be a reverse throwback. Delta applied pressure, knocked it free before the receiver got his arm moving forward, scooped up by Gunnar Taylor, and returned 24 yards. And now Delta will take a timeout with 2.8 remaining. We'll get you an update on what's happening in that Woodmore-Montpelier game. Woodmore now starting to pour it on. They lead Montpelier 27-6 with seconds remaining till the intermission there. So the ball's at the 43-yard line. What will Mike Vickers elect to do here for Delta? Delta 1-0, Fairview 1-0. Final Friday. We had 2 Fridays in August this year. So the final Friday of the month of August feels more like tonight, more like deeper September weather here on this second week of high school football, but a gorgeous night tonight. And it has been what we had hoped for, an entertaining game filled with sustained drives, some big plays, some defensive plays as well. I know maybe a little fewer and far between when you have a 25-22 game right now approaching intermission, but it's a game that we thought was going to be a good benchmark game for both teams. Fairview going to bring 5 players back and kind of in a shell from the 15 up to the 25. They don't want anything behind them. 5 wide, shotgun look. Fries to throw. Fries looking. Now steps up. Over on the right side. Goes downfield, and it is going to be deflected and fall incomplete. By the way, his first official incomplete pass. He has an INT, but a first one that has hit the turf this season, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Entertaining first half of football sees Delta take a 25-22 lead into the locker room, and we'll have our main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime report when we come back.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
Hi, it's Nick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Wasion. Everyday comfort shouldn't be a challenge. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress is Northwest Ohio's lift chair headquarters, and we believe everyone deserves to sit and stand with ease, safety, and dignity. If you or someone you care for is facing mobility issues, discover the life-changing difference of Ultra Comfort and Lazy Boy lift chairs. These aren't just chairs, they're personalized support systems, crafted to ease pain, reduce strain, and bring back independence. Imagine relaxing after a long day, adjusting your chair at the push of a button with pressure-free reclining and gentle lift assistance. Whether it's reading a book, watching TV, or just finding that perfect cozy position, we've got a chair that fits just right. Come see us at Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in the Wasion Plaza and try one of our 29 in-stock lift chairs. Feel the difference, because comfort should never come with compromise, and care starts with the right chair. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, where comfort meets compassion.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends and a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fry starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
Andy Brigle back with you here in Apache country. Our halftime score sees Delta leading Fairview 25-22. Let's first recap the scoring from the first half. Fairview got football first, and it would be a quick hitter to get this thing going. On the third snap of the game, Will Zedike would hit Logan Olinger on a 65-yard scoring strike to cap off a 77-yard drive, and it would be 7-0 Fairview. Delta would go 3 and out, and then Fairview on its first snap on the second possession, Will Zedike would throw an INT. Delta on the short field would get it at the 40-yard line of Fairview, and then Marcus Nagel would take it 27 yards for the score. It was a 5-play, 40-yard drive, and we were tied at 7. Fairview would punt, and then on a busted play, Emmerich Fries would rumble 53 yards for a touchdown. That was a 5-play, 82-yard drive, and it was 14-7 Delta. Fairview would answer, though, after starting it at their own 34. The 66-yard drive would be finished off on a Zedike to Jonathan Huffman, 59-yard TD pass. The PAT was good, and it would be 14 apiece. Delta would get the next 11 points, though. A 6-play, 56-yard drive would be finished by Hayden Bolton on an 11-yard TD run. Then on a penalty on the point after, Delta would go for 2. Nagel would get the 2-point conversion easily, and it was 22-14. Following a Fairview punt, Delta would get it at the 40 of Fairview, and unable to score a touchdown, but Alex York would drill a 23-yard field goal to make it 25-14. And then the final 8 points of the half would belong to Fairview, an 8-play, 64-yard drive Logan Olinger out of the Wildcat formation would take it the final yard, and then they would get the two-point conversion. Grinnell Dennis would catch the two-pointer from Will Zedike, and that would complete the scoring. 25-22, Delta with the lead at the break. We have more on the main stops of Northwest Ohio halftime report. We'll step out and come back and talk a few numbers from that first half individually on V-Rock Sports.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer. Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outside projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2025 and the best paint on the market, Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
All right, Andy Brigle back with you here for this Fairview Delta matchup tonight. We are at intermission with Delta on top, 25-22. Let's take a look at some numbers from that first half. Will Zedike unofficially 15 of 24 for 224 yards, a couple of touchdowns, and one interception. Of course, the TD passes of 65 yards to Logan Olinger and 59 yards to Jonathan Huffman. Olinger, the leading receiver, 8 first-half catches for 115 yards and a touchdown. Huffman's caught 2 for 72 yards. Gavin Mead, 3 receptions for 21 yards. Emmerich Fries, 2 of 4 for 61 yards. He also threw an interception in that first half. Fries ran twice for 58 yards, 53 of them coming on a touchdown. Marcus Nagel has been the workhorse in the first half, 14 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Also in that first half for Delta, Hayden Bolton has carried 4 times for 20 yards unofficially on the ground. All of that has added up to a halftime score of Delta leading Fairview 25-22. Again, Delta is going to get the football to start the second half of play here when we get underway in just a few moments. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll check in studio with our Ben Murray and see what's happening in other games around Northwest Ohio as we continue on our main stops of Northwest Ohio. Halftime update on this Friday night. Our score, again at the break, 25-22, Delta leading Fairview on V-Rock Sports.
Camco Industries, with facilities located in West Unity, Ohio and Morenci, Michigan, has openings on all 3 shifts for production and assembly operators. We manufacture interior plastic products for the automotive industry. As an operator, you will be required to visually inspect, trim, assemble, and pack parts, as well as label containers. You must be able to pass an entry-level test and a substance abuse test. Camco also has openings for shipping associates, material handlers, and production leads. Camco offers a complete benefit package. If you would like to join our team, please complete an application online at www.kumi-na.com or in person at Camco, 1001 East Jackson Street, West Unity, Ohio, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All rehires will be considered for employment.
When you're inside this winter, you want to not only be warm, but also have great indoor air quality. Well, Stark's Plumbing and Heating Services features it all with Lennox and iWave. iWave safely treats the the air throughout your home, plus kills mold, bacteria, and viruses. It also reduces odors from pets and cooking, reduces allergens, smoke, static electricity, and dust in the air. And best of all, no maintenance, no bulb, no other parts to replace. Check out Starks at starksphs.com or phone toll-free 1-800-329-4040.
Huddle up, hometown fans. State Bank is here to help you win big this season. Whether you're driving toward a new home, passing on your savings to the next generation, or making the winning play with a business loan, we say, put us in, coach. Make the switch to State Bank. You'll get the home field advantage for all your financial needs. Loan subject to credit approval, yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 403044. Are you ready to tackle your next projects with the best equipment in town? Then look no further than Black Swamp Equipment, serving Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance. Right now, we have incredible deals on Steel chainsaws. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a weekend warrior, Steel has you covered. And that's not all. Need to chip or split that wood? We've got you covered with wood chipper and wood splitter rentals too. But wait, there's more. Our Milwaukee tool sale is happening now. Upgrade your tool kit with top quality Milwaukee tools at unbeatable prices. Stop in or give us a call to discover everything that's on sale. Black Swamp Equipment. Locations in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
And good evening, Northwest Ohio. I'm Ben Murray, live in the B-Rock studios with a halftime scoreboard update for your Week 2 high school football scores, presented by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Always open when you need them. The Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. In our broadcast game from Fairview with our own Andy Brigle this evening, has Delta leading Fairview at the half, 25-22. Hicksville over Swanton, 8-6 at half. Paulding is bombing North Central, 32-0, your halftime score in that one. Otsego is taking down Tenora, 20-14 at half. Spencerville all over Wayne Trace, 13-7. It is St. Henry over Archbold tonight, 13-0 at half. Bryan at the half leads Bowling Green 18-14. Liberty Center over Eastwood at half, 34-14. Bellevue slamming Wauseon 42-0, your halftime score there. Woodmore at half leading Montpelier 27-6. Defiance at half leading Ottawa Glandorf 14-7. And Napoleon leads Maumee 14-7, your halftime score in that one. I'm going to send it back out to the reservation in Fairview with Andy Brigle after these messages. Stay with us on B-Rock Sports.
Hi, this is Russ Davies with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. Community means caring for the people we call neighbors and the places we call home. For the past 100 years, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe has been proud to do just that. In partnership with Central Insurance, we're honored by your trust in us to protect your family, assets, business, and everything that matters most to you. Thanks for being a part of our story. We've provided you peace of mind over the past century and look forward to doing the same for the next 100 years. Learn more at andrewsoneillandlowe.com.
Whether you need a simple repair or a complete overhaul on your vehicle, Batten Stevens Body Shop is your one-stop shop. Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance is the #1 voted body shop in the region. They're the only FCA, Ford, and GM certified body shop in all of Northwest Ohio. And they are your experts on all makes and models. Batten Stevens Body Shop, Defiance. Come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
Peltz Lumber of Montpelier and Pioneer is here to serve you. Not only have they been offering the finest in building materials for generations, but they also have a website with over 80,000 items for you to browse right at your fingertips and in your own home. Just go to peltzlumber.com and hit the products button, and there it is. Tools, hardware, lumberyard, and building materials, windows, doors, kitchen, and bath. Check out all the items you need and the prices and stop by the store in Montpelier or Pioneer, or give them a call at 419-485-3059. Peltz Lumber, building for a new generation.
We are at halftime, and it rolls on, brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Delta leading Fairview 25-22. This is the 5th overall meeting between these two schools, all of it here in recent history. Delta leads the overall series 4-0, so Fairview looking for that first win. Delta won last year 35-28, had to hold off a furious Fairview rally a season ago when Delta had a 28-7 advantage. Again, coming up next week for week number 3, our coverage will take us to Montpelier for the first time in 2025 as the Locos will welcome in Edgerton. Both teams entered week 2 at 1-0, although Montpelier in a deep hole right now, trailing 27-6 to Woodmore at halftime, and so have to dig out of that hole. Edgerton not playing tonight. They'll play tomorrow night, a couple of Saturday games. Edgerton is at Hilltop tomorrow night, and also Eden will be taking on Antwerp tomorrow night in Saturday night games. We'll be in Eden for the first time a couple of weeks from tonight, as Summerfield, Michigan will be in town for that. Toledo Area Athletic Conference looks different this year, of course. Northwood has left the league. This year coming in were those 3 Michigan schools in Whiteford, Erie Mason, and Summerfield, and also North Central entering TAC play this year as well. Ottawa Hills will be exiting the conference after this year. So we'll see what the future of that league looks like, but that's at least one new team we will see. We've seen Whiteford, Michigan a couple of times over the years when they have faced Eden. One year Eden added Whiteford in the year of right after COVID, that 2021 season when we were was it 21, I think, that we were doing that, or was it 2020 when they got at it? I think it was the 2021 season. Whiteford and Eden picked up because they had opponents that couldn't play because of COVID restrictions, so they ended up playing each other and then added another game to the series, and now they are conference rivals, and things were blowing up for those Michigan schools in their league, so they have joined forces with the Toledo Area Athletic Conference. So that'll be Summerfield and Eden a couple of weeks from now. We are trending toward being back here at Fairview for the Tenora at Fairview game as well. So we'll let you know on that as we get a little bit closer. Interested to see what halftime adjustments look like for both these coaches here. In such a close game, I think both coaches had enough to go in and fix. Also, there were some really good points and spots for both these teams in the first half. I mean, we thought that this was going to be a one-possession type football game all night long. I mean, it did expand to a 2-score lead, but the end result, the thought process was this was going to be a game that was going to be a fourth-quarter game and decided then. And again, a game that will have big implications on the postseason for both these schools, just because they both are going to have successful seasons and be in playoff contention and carry a lot of playoff points. So a good week 2 game to be played here. By the way, as far as you look at what they have coming down the road, Fairview will be taking on Bryan next week. And then 2 weeks from tonight, they open play at Ayersville. And then they go back-to-back with Tenora at home and then at Paulding to finish out September. For the Delta Panthers, they host a very good Gibsonburg team next week, then get Archibald at home and at Swanton. And you wonder, where do Patrick Henry and Liberty Center figure in for this Delta team? Back-to-back weeks, back-to-back road games at PH on October 3rd and at Liberty Center on October the 10th. That'll do it for the halftime report. It's been brought to you by the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. The Main Stops of Northwest Ohio, always open when you need them. And don't forget about Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday at the Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Second half gets underway in just a few moments. 25-22, Delta leading Fairview. We start the second half on B-Rock Sports when you come back.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger have served Northwest Ohio for over 120 years. They provide a full range of legal services, including real estate transactions, estate planning and trust administration, elder law, family law, business planning and litigation, personal injury, workers' comp, criminal and traffic defense, and more. Newcomers Schaefer, Spangler, and Brininger also supports the athletes in schools in Northwest Ohio and wish them the best of luck in this game.
Andy Brigle back here at Fairview. Tell you what, we do have a little extra time, so we can step out one final time and take that break, and then we'll start the second half when we return. Delta leads Fairview 25-22.
Tired of those worn-out floors? Bryan Home Center has you covered. Head to the old Rite Aid building in Bryan and check out vinyl plank flooring starting at just $1.69 a square foot. The lowest price in the area. Need installation? They'll handle it. Want financing? They've got options for everyone, including 0% interest for qualified buyers. Quality floors, expert installation, and easy payments. What are you waiting for? Get to Bryan Home Center today and transform your space for less. Get to Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan and pick up your gallon of paint to finish up those outside projects at tremendous prices. Find the newest colors that are trending for 2025 and the best paint on the market, Clark & Kensington. Clark & Kensington paint should be your paint of choice. With excellent coverage, washability, and a lifetime warranty, Clark & Kensington paint with the primer built right in is the only paint you'll ever buy. And Donaldson's Ace Hardware on Union Street in Bryan is ready to help. Ace, the helpful place.
The Fairview Athletic Boosters was formed in 1968 to support athletic teams at Fairview High School. The Boosters' goal for 53 years has been to promote good sportsmanship and give financial support for equipment and venue upgrades for all of their athletes. They try to back all their coaches and athletes on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the diamonds, on the track, on the course, and on the links. They also encourage fans to attend contests in person and root on the Apaches. For information on becoming a Fairview Athletic Booster member, go to the Fairview Facebook page or the Fairview website for details. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and go Apaches!
And away we go. Vandermaid's kick going to be fielded deep by Alex York at about the 10, 15, 20, and 25-yard line. Lassoed in there as he crosses the 25 to about the, 27-yard line? It'll be 1st and 10 for the Delta Panthers. Good special teams play to keep it to the 26. Looked like there could have been at least close to a face mask, but obviously not one, just kind of the way the head turned on the return. So 1st and 10 Delta. They move left to right. Getting out of the T, they go fullback Nagel and then a wing back either way. Going in motion now is Taylor. It'll be Nagel running off the left side, wrestled down at about the 28-yard line. Gain of 2. Gage Mullins got that tackle. And a pickup of a couple on the play. I'm going to flip that on, Johnny. Yep. Gain of 2 for Nagel. Now 89 yards unofficially. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 28.5-yard line. Same formation, one running back. There goes Taylor in motion to the far side. They'll toss it to him, trying to get him the edge. He has it. 30. Good downfield blocking. 35. 40. Cut back. 45. And he exploded into Grinnell Dennis. Boy, there is your collision of the game that we'll talk a little bit about, presented by Bat and Stevens. come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction, and all of that from Taylor. Got it out to the 47-yard line, a run of 18 for Taylor as he bulled into Grinnell Dennis there for the Baton Stevens collision of the game. Voted the #1 body shop in Northwest Ohio. Baton Stevens come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction. 1st and 10, Delta at their own 47-yard line. They'll go Nagel up the middle. Oh, he had some running room, but was tripped up on the play. Spangler, I believe, got him around the ankles, or was it Phillips? He stumbles forward to the 49-yard line, got about 4 on the carry, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. That could have been a lot more yardage had it not been for the shoelace tackle. 2nd down and 6, Delta, just underway, second half. Delta moving left to right. They have penetrated into Fairview territory at the 49-yard line, leading it 25-22 on the Andres O'Neill & Lowe scoreboard. A wide receiver coming here to the near side to the right. A wing back on either side. Nagel is the only running back. Coming in motion, Martinez. They'll toss it to him right. Great job changing the line of scrimmage that time by Fairview's Brody Williams. He blew that thing up. Loss of 2 on the play. That was fantastic work that time by Brody Williams in Fairview. And now a 3rd and 10 for Delta at their own 47-yard line. Hash mark near side. Moving left to right. Delta 25, Fairview 22. Delta will send a receiver and a wing to the left, a tight end and a wing to the right. Nagel, the running back, on 3rd and 10. Free sends a man in motion. Here comes a counter handoff back to the right to Martinez. Ran into the arms of Logan Olinger. It's a run of about 6 on the play for Martinez, but he's going to be short of the 1st down, and decision time for Mike Vickers. And early on a 4th and 4, he's going to play the field position game. Don't go to sleep on a possible fake, though. You're in the middle of that field. This is prime time fake territory. York, the punter. This is going to be punt safe probably on for Fairview, I would guess. They do have a pair of return men going deep, though, as York is ready to kick it away, trying to flip the field here potentially. Here's the punt, very little pressure, and saying stay away from it. This is going to roll to the 5. Is it going to get into the end zone? Where did it go? Is it a touchback or down at the 1? It looks like it's down at the 1. It is at the 1-yard line. Huffman let it roll and took a chance at well into the end zone. Now they're going to confer about it. I don't know why you would bring the referee in for a conference. The back judge was standing right on the point of attack. And it's almost as if he asked for help. So where's it going to be? It's going to be at the 1, just like we thought. And that's where Fairview starts, 99 yards away. Or are they bringing it out now? Now we're coming out to the 20. There is nothing in the world more infuriating and frustrating than the indecision of a referee. And in this case, it was the back judge. And he was indecisive from the beginning. 1st and 10 at their own 20. Fairview, a pass wide of the target, Grinnell Dennis. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as he's unable to connect. I thought, the end result, I think they got right based on where it was touched. Mike Vickers not complaining too much, but it was half-heartedly signaled as being down at the 1, and then a conversation with somebody 50 yards away that had no idea where it was. Catch to Olinger, 30, 40, Olinger to midfield. 40-yard line, got a block, he's gone. It's Meade who sprung him, and Olinger houses it from 80 yards. Fairview seesaws back out in front. What a downfield block by Gavin Mead. That's a 40-yard run that turned into 80 yards and a touchdown because of Mead. Fantastic play downfield for the touchdown. And a third TD pass for Zedike. And Olinger went right away to Gavin Mead and said, "Thank you, teammate." 28-25. This is a big extra point now for Landrick Vandermeid because it takes the field goal out of play to tie it anyways. I know we're still very early in the second half. Juggle on the snap. Great job, though, by Zedike to put it down, and the extra point is good. Fairview back out in front. 29-25 over Delta. Week 2 rolls on when we come back.
Just 3 words tell you everything you need to know. They tell you why we employ more than 2,000 workers at our factory in Virginia Beach, and why over 10,000 local steel dealers are putting battery power in the hands of Americans. Not everyone can say them, but we can. Made in America. Real steel. Find yours.
See Black Swamp Equipment in Bryan, Archbold, and Defiance.
5-2.
Speaking of Defiance, very early in the fourth quarter, they're tied with Ottawa Glandorf at 14 apiece. That's opening night in the WBL. Here, another lead change in this thing, 29-25. Fairview leads Delta on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. 8 minutes left in the third quarter of play. A 2-play, 80-yard drive. Zedike to Olinger. Olinger now 195 yards unofficially receiving. And Russell Zedike now at 304 through the air unofficially. Vandermeid now to kick it away. Far from over, though, in this one, as Fairview has rallied from 2 scores down in the first half. Here's Vinny Martinez back at the 8 to the 25 to the 30 and tripped up as he crisscrosses across the 30 to about the 32 or 3 yard line. And that's where Delta will set up shop to begin their second drive of the second half of play, but now trailing by 4 in this one. What a fun one this has been. Coverage tonight also brought to you by Fritsch Excavating for all of your excavating needs, plus concrete, breaking and hauling, debris removal, demolition, lot cleaning, foundations, and more. Remember Fritsch Excavating. 9 minutes to go in the third. It's Woodmore rolling Montpelier 34-6. Delta starts at their own 34-yard line, moving left to right. They're back to the T formation, double tight set. Freese under center, gives to Nagel left side. Now into the teeth of that defense. Going to be ridden down by Chase Phillips and company after he battles his way out to the 38-yard line for Nagel. Unofficially now at 97 yards rushing for the game for Delta. It'll be a 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers at their own 38-yard line. Fairview up 29-25, 7.5 in rolling to play third quarter. Full house backfield, double tight set. Fairview bunching the line of scrimmage, all 11 men within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Be careful of that pop over the top. Taylor stumbled out of the break, may have collided with Freese, the quarterback, and got only a yard on the play, did Taylor. And now it'll be 3rd down and medium. St. Henry mauling Archibald 27-6. The score there. So 3rd down and a long 5, maybe closer to 6 here. Line to gain for Delta is the 44. They do not want a 3 and out right now. Fairview with momentum. T formation, double tight set, 3rd down and close to 6. Taylor goes in motion to the far side. Freese with a play action. Freese wants to throw, dumps it in the flat. Pass is caught at the sticks. Did the knee go down before the line to gain? They're signaling 1st down. So Freese got the 6 yards needed. And it's Taylor on the reception. It is a 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 29-25 Fairview on top. Delta possession at the midway point of the third quarter. Second possession of the second half for Delta. Nagel on the give. Nagel swallowed up defensively at the 48-yard line, engulfed by Brody Williams among others there. Spangler, Newman all among there. Gain of close to 4 when they unravel everybody for Nagel. So second down and 6 here for Delta at their own 48-yard line. Ball hash mark far side of the field. Panthers break the huddle. Double tight end set. Full house backfield. Emmerich Freese under center. Second down and 6 at the 48. Fake the counter give, and Emmerich Freese will keep it and run. And he is hit. Stacked up at the point of attack at the 49-yard line. Laying the lumber that time, junior Gavin Garza on the play. A run of 1 for Freese. And it will be third down and 5 from the 49. Pretty close to what they just cashed in on their last third down a few moments ago. Big third down here in the third quarter. 29-25 Apaches. T formation, double tight set. Freese with a 3rd and 5 at his own 49-yard line. Freese, hands off, left side. Taylor burrows his way and then is pushed backwards. Forward progress has a couple of yards. Leading the charge that time was Jonathan Huffman. It is a gain of a couple, but it'll leave Delta with a 4th down and 4 now. From the 49 of Fairview, Bryan 25, Bowling Green 14, with about 4 minutes to play in the third quarter there. And it looks as if Delta goes for it. Sensing momentum shifting with Fairview in front, Delta goes for it. 4th and 4 from the 49 of Fairview. Receiver left, wing right, 1 running back. Play clock at 5, at 4. Taylor in motion. And they toss, bounces off Nagel, and it'll be Fairview who comes up with a football. Is it an official fumble? It is going to be a fumble because it was recovered by Gavin Mead. Either way, it was going to be a stop because Fairview had gotten the push, and even if Delta got on it, it was going to be Fairview football. And Fairview will take over, and the defense gets a tremendous stop here late in the third quarter. So the Apaches take over, 1st and 10 at the Delta 45-yard line with 3:58 remaining in the third. And Delta trailing Fairview 29-25. Zedike has an empty backfield, 5 wide look, 3 to the left. Firing right side, Zedike's pass is going to be caught. Tiptoeing out of bounds on the far side is Shady Fritsch. He'll have 8 on that reception. Second down and 2 for Fairview at the 37-yard line of Delta. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Zedike and Fairview finding a rhythm now. Zedike under some pressure. Zedike got away for a moment, but ends up being sacked on the play. Wyatt Flickinger is into the backfield. That'll be a loss of 2, and now it'll be a 3rd and 4 for Fairview back inside the 39-yard line. 3rd and 4. The line to gain is the 35 of Delta. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right and 1 running back. Zedike gets the snap. Zedike throws in the flat. Pass is going to be broken up as Garza is pounded on that hit. Great job, and they help each other up as Hayden Bolton laid the lumber. And it will be 4th and 4, and a Doug Rakes decision coming now from the 39-yard line of Delta. 4th and 4, and they'll go for it. Up 29-25. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right, 1 running back. Zedike on 4th and 4. Zedike with time. There's a flag down. Zedike over the middle, incomplete. Delta will refuse this penalty more than likely. They're already running off the field because they're saying it's going to be a hold on the Fairview Apaches, and Delta on the sudden change gets the defensive stop that they needed. And they'll take over on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. Critical stop for the Panthers. That's why Mike Vickers went for it. If he didn't get it, he trusted his defense. So it will be 1st and 10 for Delta at their own 39-yard line. Happy to have you here with us. We're deep into the third quarter. 29-25 Fairview, 2:50 left in the third. We anticipated a potentially great matchup tonight, and it has lived up to its billing. Contrast in styles, points galore, although we've settled down a little bit here in the scoring in the second half. T formation, handoff to Nagel. He's been the workhorse tonight. Not much running room there. Fairview has adjusted well to Marcus Nagel, and now a late flag comes in because the action continued. Nagel was still running, and it's going to go against Fairview. It's going to be some form of a dead ball foul. Nagel got 4 on the run. They're spotting maybe 5 on the run, and it's a personal foul face mask. And that'll move it into plus territory. Wayne Trace, 21, Spencerville, 19. In an update there with 8.5 to play in that game. Wayne Trace was pounded a week ago by New Bremen. So that penalty will get Delta down to the Fairview 41. Moving left to right. Ball resting middle of the field. 1st and 10 Panthers at the 41 of Fairview. T formation and out of the T. Taylor goes in motion to the far side, stops as a wing. They'll toss it to Nagel. Got a great block from Martinez, and he powers his way down to the 35-yard line. Nagel for 6, cut down by Garza on that far side, but a run to make it a 2nd and 4 from the 35-yard line. Delta trying to answer back here. It was 25-22, Delta at the half. The only points in the second half belong on the 80-yard bomb, Zedike to Olinger for Fairview, and they have the lead right now with 1:50 to go in this third quarter. T formation, double tight end set. Freese on a 2nd down and 4 at the 35-yard line. He'll bring Martinez in motion to the near side. Hand off to the right side. Nagel with a little crease, and Nagel keeps the legs moving down to the 30-yard line. He gets 6 more on the carry. He's over 100 for this game. Garza the tackle, but it will move the chains. End of 3, 42-0. Bellevue over Wauseon. Napoleon on top of Maumee, 21-14. Napoleon trying to bounce back from that opening week loss to arch rival Defiance. It's 1st and 10, Delta at the Fairview 30. 29-25 Apaches, a minute and change to play in the third. Out of the T, Taylor goes in motion to the far side, stops at a halfback. Counter handoff Martinez. Martinez to the 25 into the secondary, down at about the 22 or 3-yard line. Steven Mendez, a 6-foot sophomore, brought him down, but not before he gets 6 to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd and short. 2nd and 4, Delta at the 24-yard line. Trailing 29-25. Again, full house backfield, double tight set. 2nd and 4 at the 24. Freese has a halfback. Martinez come in motion here to the near side. Hand off Nagel. Nagel stutter step move in the hole. Nagel still powering inside the 20. Moving bodies and humanity down to the 16-yard line. A host of Apaches bringing him down. Spangler in the middle of it all, but 8 for Nagel, and the chains move again. 41-6 now, Woodmore over Montpelier. That is a gain down to the 16-yard line. So 8 yards for Nagel. And it's 1st and 10 Delta at the 16 of Fairview. And they do not have to snap it again, and Delta will not snap it. 3 in the books at Fairview. We have a terrific fourth quarter coming up. It's been fantastic already. 29-25. Fairview leads Delta with the Panthers on the move when we begin the fourth.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
Chad Hall with Spartan Crop Insurance is your locally owned and trusted agent for close to 20 years. Chad has built strong relationships, so you know he's working hard for you by helping you make informed decisions. And with Spartan Crop Insurance, you'll have the peace of mind even on the hardest days. Good luck to all area teams from Chad Hall and Spartan Crop Insurance Agency. Spartan Crop Insurance is what we do all day, every day. An equal opportunity employer.
Andy Brigle back with you here in Apaches country. 29-25, Fairview with the lead. Delta on the move, though. A 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Fairview 16-yard line. Emmerich Fries climbs under center. Nagel, the running back. Martinez is a left wing back. The right side wing back is Gunnar Taylor. Going wide to the right, Cade Lindermoot as a wide receiver. Nobody's out there covering him, and now Meade goes out, or Oldinger goes out to get him. Nagel gets the carry. He is hit in the backfield and will lose yardage. Terrific job on the defensive line penetration by the Apaches, but the D lineman that made contact was down initially and is still down, and we did not get a number, but we will get an injury timeout. 13 seconds into the fourth quarter, 29-25 Fairview. It's 2nd and long for Delta, and they'll tend to the injured Apache. We'll tell you about it when we come back.
Innovative Ag Management of Hicksville handles all of your ag needs. Chemicals, GPS soil testing, GPS fertilizer, lime and chicken manure application, corn, soybean, wheat, and small seed and more. Call Mike, Joe, or Ryan today at 419-658-8423. Innovative Ag Management, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches.
2nd down and long. It's 29-25. Fairview with the lead over the Delta Panthers. It has been a game of momentum. Delta had a 2-score lead at one time in the first half, only to see Fairview answer back. That was Adam Spangler, the 6-foot, 215-pound senior. It might have been a cramping issue. They were stretching him out. So it was a loss of 1 for Nagel. So it's 2nd down and 11. Now remember, Delta has a good field goal kicker in Alex York, so this isn't necessarily 4-down territory. They are at the 17-yard line and some downs to play with, but just saying if it becomes a 4th and, let's say, 4 or 5, don't assume Delta goes for it here with Alex York as the kicker. So out of that injury timeout, Fairview will see Delta have Nagel as the only running back. There's a wing back left and right and a receiver to the far side. In motion is Martinez to the far side. Handoff, stutter step move in the hole for Nagel, and then he's gang tackled by the Apaches. Tristan Meade was there, so was Jonathan Huffman. Seeing a bunch of other bodies get up off the pile. Chase Phillips, he got a few yards back. Let's give him 3, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up here for Delta. With the nose of the football between the 13 and 14. We'll call it the 14-yard line. So 3rd and long. 29-25 Fairview. 10:45 left in this one. Back to the T formation, double tight set. Freese under center. Coming in motion is Taylor to the near side. Toss it to Nagel. Got a good block. Nagel to the 10. Nagel on his feet to the 5. Lowers the shoulder into the end zone for the touchdown. Marcus Nagel, 14 yards for the score. And you saw a little of everything that Nagel brings to the table there. Vision, speed, vision, power, and then burst as well. And he has seesawed Delta back out in front. It will cap off an 8-play, 61-yard drive. And now York on for the extra point. It's 31-29 Delta. Back and forth we go. Freeze to hold. And York's extra point is right down Broadway. New score on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard with 34 to play in regulation. 32-29, Delta in front. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's game time, and Direct Link is your home team for unbeatable deals. Score big on appliances from GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, Frigidaire, and Amana. Furnish your space with winning style from Ashley Furniture, and sleep like a champion on a Molecule or Puffy mattress. And when the clock's ticking on a repair, Direct Link's all-star service team works on all appliances. Proud to back our local athletes, Direct Link, your hometown connection for quality, comfort, and service.
Back out here in this one, unofficially 150 yards now for Marcus Nagel for Delta, as he gets into the end zone to answer a Fairview drive earlier in the half. Delta's first points of the second half. Delta led 25-22 at the break. Delta now in front 32-29 here early in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Week 2 of high school football on WBNO FM in Bryan. Deep for the Apaches will be three return men, Olinger, Garza, and Meade. York to kick it away. I mentioned a great barometer-type game for both these teams here early on, and it will turn into be a really good playoff points game. Garza picks it up at the 10, 15, 20, steps away from one tackle, and then battles his way out to the 25-yard line. Brought down on the play by Hunter Heineman, who is the special teams player there for Delta, also Cade Linnermoot. 1st and 10, Apaches. At their own 25-yard line. Get that offense back onto the field. They scored 34 a week ago at 29 right now. Last year it was 35-28, Delta with the win. We're right in that neighborhood again. Trips to the left, Twins to the right, so an empty backfield for Zedike. Zedike on a little hook route finds Garza. Garza gets about 7 or 8. Martinez had initial contact, and then Gunnar Taylor brought him down after a gain of 9 on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 1 coming up. Well over 300 yards tonight is Will Zedike. He'll send trips to the left, one receiver to the right, has one running back standing on his left hip. And they'll hand it to him. And that is a run out across the 40 for a first down on 2nd down and 1. The ball carrier that time for Fairview was Kellen Beals, a 5'8 sophomore, getting his first carry of the night. And Beals got, about 8 out to the 43-yard line. So 1st down and 10 for Fairview. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. 5 wide look, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw. Out into the flat it comes. It's Jonathan Huffman who has a touchdown tonight. Battles his way to midfield. Got 7 on that pass play. So 2nd and 3 for Fairview. And just like that, at midfield, 9:26 and counting to play in this one. 32-29, Delta in front. Fairview possession moving left to right, hash mark near side. Right at midfield. Doug Rakes will send 3 receivers to the left, have a single receiver right. Beals remains in the backfield. Beals will get the call again. Running room, 45. Stutter step down near the first down, and they've already signaled it. Well, because they got 5 on that last run. So Beals gets 10 on that run. So 2 carries for Beals, the youngster, a couple of critical ones, and he has a first down to the 40 of Delta, and they're quickly to the line of scrimmage. The fake, there's the go route on a little fade. It's caught. 10-5. Did he get in, or he's just short of the end zone? Meade on the reception. Gain of 39. And it's 1st and goal, Fairview. And they're on the doorstep of getting the lead right back. Some more muscle and beef coming in now up front here for the Apaches with a 1st and goal at the 1. Breaking the huddle will be Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. Also back there for Fairview is Olinger, and he's going to take the direct snap. Olinger in the Wildcat, spun down, and did he get in? No, signal yet. They say he's short. Down, touchdown. Olinger with a 1-yard run. His second 1-yard TD run of the game. And Fairview has quickly answered Delta to go back out in front, 35-32, with the extra point coming. A statement drive for the Apaches, going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Olinger getting it the final yard. And now it's Landrick Vandermeid on for the critical extra point, again to take it to a 4-point game and take the field goal potentially out of play here. And Alex York, extra point on the way, and it is good. 36-32, Fairview in front, 8:22 left in regulation. Back in 30 seconds.
Family is at the heart of everything we do. At Midwest Community Federal Credit Union, we understand that your family's needs evolve over time, and we're here to support you through every stage of your journey. Whether it's saving for your kids' education, upgrading to a larger home, or planning for retirement, we're here to help you prioritize what matters most. Join us at Midwest Community, and let's build a stronger financial future for your family. Visit us online at midwestcommunity.org to learn more today.
We come back on the air with a great one here for you. 68 combined points tonight. A good old-fashioned shootout here in Defiance County. 36-32, Fairview with the lead on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. This certainly has the feel of whoever has the football last. Fairview to kick it away. Both these teams with really pretty good return games. Athletes in space. So you always want to give those return men chances, and neither coach has shied away. They've kicked away and kicked strong. That's far side going to be knocked down and then scoop back up at the 17. 30-35. Martinez all the way up near midfield. Now has daylight, and he spun down. That's a touchdown-saving tackle made by Elijah Aaron. If Aaron doesn't bring Martinez down, he had green grass to the right side. As it stands, though, he gets a 47-yard return to the Fairview 47-yard line. And a first down. But we may have, I didn't see the marker, there is a flag that was down, so that is going to eliminate that return. Kind of got hidden behind the play. It'll be a hold on Delta. Be interested to know on film, was that a hold, like a hold that sprung him, or a hold you think about like you didn't even have to do it because he was already gone beyond the play? But he had kind of bounced around. That's a huge swing in field position of 28 yards. They would have started at the 47 of Fairview, but now it's back at their own 25. 36-32 Fairview, 8 and change to play. Taylor comes in motion out of the tee. They go Nagel. Nagel with a high step into the hole and fights his way to the 31-yard line. He'll be roped in there and brought down by Grinnell Dennis after a gain of 6. Nagel has been tremendous tonight for Delta. Zedike and Olinger for Fairview. Those are just like the offensive numbers, but there's been a lot of other terrific step-up plays tonight on both sides. 2nd and 4 for Delta at their own 31. T formation, double tight set. In motion to the far side goes Bolton. Freese tosses it. Nagel gets it again. 30, cut back. And on first you better bring him down because he is, you better wrap up and you better tackle him to the ground because he does not go down on first contact very easily. Should have been a gain of 2, but extra effort gets him 4, and he's moved the chains to a first down at the 36-yard line. He's gotten 11 yards on those 2 carries, and that last one should have only had a couple. 1st and 10, Delta at their own 36-yard line. And seemingly doesn't tire. T formation, double tight set. 7 minutes to play. 36-32 Fairview. Delta possession at their own 36-yard line. Handoff right side Bolton, and now penalty flags are down as Bolton ran into an Apache wall on the right side. As it stands, he only got about a yard or two. Fairview says it's a hold, and it is on Delta. So that will send the Apaches back now. It will bring them back. It's a chop block even. So not a hold. 32-14. Bryan on their way to a win tonight over Bowling Green with about 10 minutes to go in that one. That will bring Delta back to the 26-yard line. And now it will be 1st and 20. Behind schedule. This is a Delta offense that is not proficient in the passing game. Back to throw off the play action. Freese lost it, and he has to jump on it back inside the 15. That was a live football. And it'll lose 13 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 33 for Delta. And that clock is ticking down near the midway point of this fourth quarter. So 15 yards, it's 2nd down and 31 officially from their own 15-yard line. Freese with a T formation. Double tight set on 2nd and 31. Counter handoff. Nagel is chopped down, and he'll lose 2 yards on the play. Gavin Garza busting through. That is only the 3rd negative yardage play on Nagel tonight. And now it is 3rd and 33. Not much in the playbook for anybody's playbook on 3rd and 33. Both teams, by the way, have all 3 timeouts remaining. Clock starting to become a little bit of an issue. We're down nearing 5:15 left in this one. Delta trailing Fairview 36-32 on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. If Delta's 5 wide empty set, then they are not on schedule offensively. This is not a staple of the Mike Vickers offense. 3rd and 33. Emmerich Freese to throw. Throws down the middle, and it is incomplete. Cade Lindermoot was the intended target, but he was surrounded by a trio of Apaches. And now a punting situation with 4:53 left in this one. Fairview stands to get spectacular field position out of this. Going back near midfield is Jonathan Huffman. 5'10", 170-pound speedster. He has a TD night of 59 yards back in the first half. Alex York will receive this punt in his end zone. Got to be careful here. High snap. York goes to get it. There was no rush on. York's a high kick, but it's short. It will take a roll for Delta down to the 44-yard line. So all things considered, they'll take that. That's a 43-yard boot, no return. So now, 4:41 to play. Fairview football. And leading at 36-32. Now, can this quick strike spread offense, can they slam the door shut on Delta? Trying to beat Delta for the first time in this series. It's only the 5th meeting between the two teams. Delta won the first 4. 1st and 10. Fairview at their own 44-yard line. Grinnell Dennis is in the backfield with Zedike. 3 receivers bunched to the right, 1 to the left. Grinnell Dennis gets the carry. Nice move into the hole and gets 7 down to the 48-yard line. Just his 2nd carry of the night. Wrestled down by Cade Lindermoot. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 48. And now milk the clock a little bit here if you're Fairview. You can get on the ball, but you want some time to run off here. You do not want to snap this. I know that's exactly what Doug Rakes is saying. He's got his hands up to tell them, guys, we're in no hurry. We're up 4. We have 4 to play. The play clock still has 15 on it. When will Delta start using their timeouts? 2nd down and 3. Motion man comes. It'll be a little pop pass caught by Meade. Cut back at the 50. He'll be bowled down on the play by Valentine near the yard marker. He needed only 3, and he got it. So first down pickup, it appears. Has to be. They haven't signaled yet, but it's got to be a first down. I don't know what we're waiting on here. It's well beyond the sticks. I say it again. It's well beyond the marker. I'm staring right down the line. I have got the best shot in the house. That is a first down. Timeout. Are we going to measure? You know what? I went for high school football. When are we going to get the virtual measurement now that we have in the NFL? I mean, the yard marker says 3rd, and where he's sitting, I mean, I will eat crow if this measurement comes up wrong. But that spot, sure, I mean, half to 3/4 of the football's beyond the 46, and that's where the sticks are as they bring it out for measurement now, finally. Clock is stopped with 3.5 remaining in this one. And they stretch the chains. And whoa, he's short. I'm wrong. All right, I am wrong. I will admit it. It sure looked like where the sticks were, that the marker, I mean, it's an inch or 2. Well, if you're Fairview, now did Delta, they did not take a timeout. So if I'm Fairview, I bring this thing all the way down now. You've got an extra down to play with here on 3rd and inches. 3.5 to go in regulation. 36-32, Fairview on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard. They haven't wound the clock. They haven't wound anything yet. Doug Rakes talking to his offense. They have huddled up. And now they have started the clock. Should be no hurry here from Fairview to snap it. 20 on the play clock now. They have the 4-point lead. It's 3rd and a couple of inches. They are in the shotgun. Handoff comes. It's a first down now. And it will be down inside the 45 to about the 42 or 3 yard line for Drayden Grinnell Dennis. And that will move the chains. A drive that started for Fairview at their own 44-yard line. Now Delta, on this set of downs, you would anticipate them starting to have to use their timeouts. They have all 3. They're down 4. And this next Fairview snap is going to happen inside 3 minutes to go in this one. 36-32, Fairview in front. Play clock at 12 and rolling. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, a running back on either side of Zedike with 3 on the clock. 2, 1, a little low on the snap. Zedike running right on a designed run, and he went out of bounds. That will preserve a timeout. 3 yards on the run, but Delta doesn't have to use a timeout. Clock stops with 2:38 left. That's the roll of the dice that you have when you run a sweep short side of the field, is that Delta can use that sideline as a defender, and they did. Shoved him out of bounds, gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 from the Delta 40. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Grinnell Dennis in the backfield. Zedike gets the snap. Low, he picks it up off the turf, and Zedike will run left, still on his feet, battles his way down to the 32-yard line. That's going to be a first down on all Zedike effort. Great job by Will Zedike that time. First he had to pick it up off the turf, and then he was stopped for about a 3-yard gain and just kept the legs churning and moved the sticks. And a first down for Fairview. And a late flag on Delta at the end of the play. That's going to tack on yardage now. It's a dead ball foul. I didn't see what they officially called, but it will take it down to the 19-yard line. First and 10, Fairview at the Delta 19, and now Delta will burn one of their timeouts. 2:28 left in this one. 36-32 Fairview. A first and 10 from the Delta 19 when we come back.
Are you looking to make a difference in your community? The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Erie 2233 in Bryan, with a membership of more than 1,600, are committed in the support of all area schools and charities, with annual donations totaling more than $200,000. We committed to being an organization defined by people helping people. Our Erie features live entertainment on weekends and a kitchen that is open to the public, with daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials, and Friday night fish fries starting every fall throughout the school year. If you're interested in being a part of an organization of people helping people, stop in and fill out a membership application today. We at the Fraternal Order of Eagles offer a one-time free first-year dues to all veterans, police, fire, and supporting first responders. For specific rules, stop in at 221 South Walnut Street in Bryan. To the listening audience on WBNO and WQCT, we say thank you and good luck to all area athletes in tonight's contest.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line. Boy, Defiance knows how to live dangerously. Beat Napoleon by 1 a week ago. Hang on and beat OG tonight by 1. 21-20. The win for the Bulldogs, who are now 2-0. A run into the teeth of that defense gets it to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 7 for Grinnell Dennis, who's trying to be the closer tonight. Napoleon has knocked off Maumee, 21-14. It will be second down coming up. Second down and 5 as another timeout is taken. Delta left with 1 timeout. We'll step out and be right back.
Attention business owners, this is Dean Day with Andrews O'Neill & Lowe Insurance Agency. At Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, we understand the unique challenge that you face. That's why we offer comprehensive commercial insurance solutions tailored to your needs. With our trusted partner, Auto Owners Insurance, you get top-tier coverage that protects every aspect of your business, from liability to property and everything in between. Auto Owners Insurance has you covered. Trust Andrews O'Neill & Lowe to safeguard your business. Visit AndrewsO'NeillandLowe.com or call today to learn more about our commercial insurance offerings. We're here to help your business thrive.
All right, Delta has just 1 timeout remaining. Second down and 5 from the 14. Grinnell Dennis again, powering, muscling, got it down to about the 11 with forward progress. Hayden Bolton and company stopped him up in the middle there, along with Archer Andrews. It will be short of the first down by, maybe 3 or 4 yards. So it will be third down, and basically the ball game, as Delta has spent their last timeout with 2:15 remaining. So a Fairview first down can kill and end this thing right now. Delta would have a little glimmer of hope if they could get a stop here. Woodmore beats Montpelier. It's a final 48-6. Don't forget, when we're done tonight, our Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show will be happening. We'll let you know what's going on with finals around Northwest Ohio tonight in this week 2. Remember, a couple of games not being played tonight. Edgerton, Hilltop, Eden, Antwerp tomorrow night because of the official shortage and not scheduling officials before the TAC person left that role. So here, with 2:15 remaining, it's Fairview 36, Delta 32. A third and 4 for the Apaches at the 13-yard line of Delta. No timeouts left for the Panthers. 2 running backs, Grinnell Dennis to the left, Garza to the right, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver left. This is a quarterback sweep for Zedike at the 15, cut back at the 10. He has the first down. It'll be first and goal, but more importantly, it should seal the deal for Fairview because Delta is powerless to stop the clock as Zedike gets 8 yards on that quarterback sweep. And now, that helpless feeling, if you're Delta. It's gone final, Wayne Trace and Spencerville. Spencerville wins 25-21. So the Raiders, with that difficult schedule to start, go 0-2. pistol / victory formation here to basically kneel down. And there's the first kneel for Zedike. 1:40 now, and the clock will just start. A couple of more of these, and that's going to do it. Well, we talked about taking the temperature in week 2 of both these teams and how you could get a gauge on where you're at getting closer to conference season as the year goes on. Both these teams are going to win a bunch of football games, so it's also going to be a tremendous points win for Fairview as well, you would assume. Delta won 6 last year, and you can kind of see this Delta team being potentially in that neighborhood again or more. I mean, PH and Liberty Center are tough hurdles. There's the snap and another kneel down at 58 seconds. So the ball will be spotted and the play clock will start. It has started now. So there will be one more kneel down before Fairview gets on out of Dodge and will be 2-0 on the season. Another gut check win tonight, and tonight they rallied from 2 scores down, trailing at one time 20-14. And there's your final kneel down, and Fairview has won this thing. Final on the Andres O'Neill and Lowe scoreboard, 36-32. Fairview KOs Delta. Stick with us. We'll have the post-game show when we come back.
Tired of those worn-out floors? Bryan Home Center has you covered. Head to the old Rite Aid building in Bryan and check out vinyl plank flooring starting at just $1.69 a square foot. The lowest price in the area. Need installation? They'll handle it. Want financing? They've got options for everyone, including 0% interest for qualified buyers. Quality floors, expert installation, and easy payments. What are you waiting for? Get to Bryan Home Center today and transform your space for less.
Fender benders, collisions, and accidents happen every day. But where are you going to go to fix your vehicle? Batten Stevens Body Shop on Independence Road in Defiance. Batten Stevens works on every type of car, domestic and foreign. Whether you need a small repair or major collision work, Batten Stevens state-of-the-art equipment can handle any job. Free estimates and loaner cars are available too. Batten Stevens Body Shop. Come in with confidence. Drive out with satisfaction.
The Jewel Grain Company is your locally owned and agricultural company with locations in Jewel, Ney, Okolona, and Defiance. They offer a range of services including grain storage, transportation, and marketing. The Jewel Grain Company, proud supporters of the Fairview Apaches and all area athletes.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Good luck tonight to all the area athletes. Hard quality work means a lot to an athlete and to everyone at Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer. Peltz is in the business of working hard for you. Whether you need something as simple as a 2x4 or all the materials for your new home or pole barn, Peltz Lumber has what you need and will deliver it to you in a timely fashion. Hard work and quality materials is what you'll find at Peltz, and hard work on the field and in practices are what makes these area teams great. Good luck tonight from Peltz Lumber Company in Montpelier and Pioneer, building for a new generation.
Hi, it's Dick Toole from Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Waseon. Have you ever tried sleeping on a mattress so bad even your dog wouldn't nap on it? Yeah, we've been there. Backaches, cranky mornings, and coffee that just doesn't work hard enough. At Baldy's Furniture and Mattress in Waseon, we believe furniture should fit your life, not fight it. Whether you need a Lazy Boy sofa or recliner for movie marathons or a comfortable White Dove or Serta mattress that doesn't attack your spine, we've got you covered. Sleep better, sit longer, smile more. Your body and your Netflix binge will thank you. And don't worry, we're local, right here in Waseon. So pop into our 15,000 square foot showroom to find your perfect fit today. Tell us the radio sent you, and we might even laugh at your jokes. Baldy's Furniture and Mattress, so comfy you'll stop visiting your in-laws.
Welcome back to Apaches country, where Fairview has knocked off Delta in a Week 2 Classic, 36 32. Great night for Will Zedike. He ends the night unofficially 21 of 32 for 370 yards, 3 TD passes, and an INT. He hit Logan Olinger for 65 yards, Jonathan Huffman for 59 yards, and then Olinger again for 80 yards. Olinger also had a couple of 1-yard TD runs tonight for the Fairview Apaches in this win. Meanwhile, Zedike also rests for 15, 23, 31 yards unofficially rushing. So right around 400 yards of total offense. Meanwhile, Olinger caught 9 passes for 195 yards and the 1 receiving touchdown and a couple of rushing touchdowns. Meanwhile, a fantastic night for Marcus Nagel, 29 carries, 157 yards and 2 touchdowns unofficially tonight. While Emmerich Fries had a 53-yard TD run on the night, but ended with just 45 yards rushing after some sacks as well. The Fairview defense made some adjustments at the half, held Delta to just 1 touchdown in the second half after giving up 25 first-half points. With the win, Fairview moves to 2-0 on the year. Delta drops to 1-1. We're going to make Will Zedike our Edward Jones MVP of the night. Support for high school sports comes from Melissa Stockman and April Whitty at 130 North Main Street in Bryan. They are your Edward Jones financial advisors. For more information, visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. That's Will Zedike with that MVP award. We talked about the collision of the game earlier, but we wanted to mention Batten Stevens voted the #1 body shop in the region. Experts on all makes and models. Come in with confidence, drive out with satisfaction. Batten Stevens, Independence Road in Jewell, Ohio. And the McMahon's Best One Tire, best play of the game. We will make it that Zedike to Olinger 80-yard strike that gave Fairview the lead, 29-25. And that is your McMahon's Best One Tire. Remember, the best at McMahon's Best One Tire and Service. Huge thanks again to the coaches for their time in prepping us tonight. Doug Rakes from Fairview, Mike Vickers from Delta, Scott Hyland, the athletic director here at Fairview, for the hospitality and treatment as always. This won't be our last trip. We'll be back to Fairview again yet this season. In a Week 2 masterpiece tonight, it is Fairview hanging on for a 36-32 win over Delta as they close it out to go to 2-0, and Delta drops to 1-1. Next week, Edgerton at Montpelier. Coverage starts at about 6:40, kickoff at 7. Sit tight. The post-game show now is going to turn things over back to the studio, and the Midwest Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard show for your Friday night till close to 10:30. Again, our final tonight, 36-32, Fairview beats Delta. So long, everybody.